What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys are well today. Let me get everything set up.
Kind of a slow day for gappers, to be honest. Here, we got BBIG gapping up, Redbox, SNDL. We're looking at SNDL. We got like Walmart, JD.com dropping earnings today. Here's Walmart. So we got some stuff, but it's kind of slow. All right, so yeah, we're watching SNDL, BBIG, Redbox, WMT, HD, DraftKings, and more. What's up, DS? Anita, Mountain, Pawn, George, Post. Yeah, man, SPY back up to 406. So the market has rebounded really nicely here, which is great. Honestly, it's something we really needed. The crypto market has rebounded too. It really is something that we needed here. Hope you guys bought the dip. No. The dip. Y'all hit the like button as well. You bullish or bearish on this current market? Vote on the poll right now. ION. What are you talking about? Post ION what? I'm looking at ION. ION's not a stock, and so, or unless you're talking about IONQ, I guess you could be talking about that one. Yeah, that one actually is up today. So IONQ isn't bad if that's what you're meaning. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, interesting day. I mean, very bullish action on the SPY, which is great. We made over 100 yesterday, or we didn't make. We ended up giving back $5 or $10 yesterday, horsing around an AGRI, which we're also going to be watching today because AGRI absolutely flew yesterday. Hey, well, good luck, Mountain. Is CEI still worth playing? Is that IONQ? What's the symbol post? Hey, what's up, Little Brains? Evening from Australia. What's up, dude? Honestly, I've always wanted to go to Australia, bro. I've never been, man. Seems really dope, you know. But I'm sure there's a lot of tourism and stuff like that that kind of ruins it for the natives. But yeah. What's up, Benina? IMPP had an offering. Any thoughts on Redbox? Yeah, I mean, Redbox is back up some today. kind of up. It's almost up to $3. It ran a little bit yesterday, so we're watching that. This coffee is so much better than yesterday's, man. So much better. Yeah, and AGRI honestly looks good too. I don't know how I missed AGRI yesterday, but somehow I missed it. Tourism enriches the country for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to go, man. Honestly, Australia looks dope. Beautiful country, man. Beautiful country. Probably one of the coolest countries in the world, I would say. But I've never been. IMPP. IMPP taking large care of me. IMPP's down 50% from an announced offering. So, I mean, IMPP's not doing that hot this morning. It's down 50%. Three offerings in 5 months. Yeah, dilution. I was teaching Carol about like what dilution is. You know, I was trying to educate Carol on the stock market yesterday. You know, and so I had to kind of teach her what dilution was, and like why it was important. You know, there's two offerings that a company can do. There's more than that, of course, but there's the IPO, which is the initial public offering. It's the first time a company offers shares to the public, right? So it's an IPO. It's an initial public offering. It's the first offering a company does and basically sells shares, dilutes the company, right? That's the IPO, the initial IPO, or the initial public offering. Then there's what's called secondary offerings, which are really, if you think about it, to really understand it, you got to understand like, and this is what I was explaining to Carol, and I know everybody at home kind of understands this most likely, but you got to understand the significance of price versus float. A lot of new traders, and this is what I showed Carol, like a lot of new traders will look at a price of a stock and think that just because of the price of the stock is high, that the stock is worth more, right? If that was true, then, you know, then Chipotle is $1,300 a share. Apple is only $150 a share. So does that mean Apple is worth more than Chipotle? No, it doesn't. In fact, Apple is worth far more. Or no, does that mean Chipotle is worth more than Apple? No, of course not. You know, Apple is worth far more than Chipotle, even though it's roughly 10 times smaller. And so the reason for that is Apple has almost 3 trillion, or it's like 2 to 3 trillion market capitalization, which it really is the total price of the shares that are out there. So the outstanding shares multiplied times price. And so it's really about how many shares are in the float. And Apple has, let me see how many shares Apple has in the float. Apple has about 16 billion shares out there. So a 2.4 trillion market cap for Apple, 2.4 trillion. Chipotle only has about 27 million shares. So while Apple has 13 billion shares out there, Chipotle only has 27 million. So Chipotle can be worth $1,300 a share and still be worth far, far less than Apple. Chipotle's market cap is only about 36 billion. So that's why a $1,300 stock can have a larger cap or can have a larger price per share than others. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, secondary offerings, if a company has to do a secondary offering, it's usually not good. If a company has to sell shares, this is what it truly means, right? If a company has to sell shares in the secondary market, if a company has to offer more shares, what it truly is dilution. It's just dilution of the company. It means they ultimately are not making enough money in their everyday business, and so they need to sell shares in order to make money because they're not making money elsewhere is what that means. And so it's dilution in the very basic sense, but it's also very telling of the company's health because it means that the company's not making money elsewhere. Anyways, yeah, Gump was an OG, man. But yeah, that's basically what I taught Carol. Hopefully she understood it. Yeah, it's not doing that hot. It's down 50%. Struggling over here. IMPP market capitalization was 52 million and a 40 million offering. Not sure how much more hurt they could do to investors, but if it's over, then it could be a decent swing. Maybe. It just depends. It depends on what you guys think about oil. It is relative to oil pricing. IMPP specifically is, right? So it's going to depend on oil because this is an oil stock, right? So if it's going to move with oil. Oil does well, IMPP does well. Oil does bad, IMPP does bad. So betting on IMPP is a bet on oil, outside of the dilution that they're doing. Let me know if y'all can hear the music. Can y'all hear the music? Yeah, we got Walmart up there. Smaller the float, the more volatility, right? Yeah, so the smaller the float, the more volatile it will ultimately be. And the reason for that is because each individual trade is going to be more impressionable over that stock's movement, if that makes sense. And so to put that into perspective, if I buy 100,000 shares of a million float stock, that's 10% of that float. That's going to make that stock move. That's going to be very impressionable, have a lot of sway over that stock's movement because it's such a large percentage of the overall shares available. Now, if a stock has 16 billion in the float like Apple and I buy 100,000 shares, I mean, it might make it move some still just because, 100K is 100K shares. But still, it's not going to make it move in such an impressionable way as buying 100K of a million float stock would be, right? And so in that context, float matters because it means that if it's a smaller float, it has that much more sway and it's that much more impressionable over that stock's movement, as opposed to something that has a larger float where it's just kind of a drop in the bucket. If I buy 5,000 shares of a billion float stock, nobody cares, I buy 50,000 shares of a million float stock, people care, Now, are you talking about IO? Here's IO right here. IO and Q kind of doesn't look bad. Here's IO right here. It's up there. It's up to almost 40 cents. How many offerings per year are allowed? Well, it's not about per year. It's more so about how many do they register. You know, the company has to register these offerings beforehand. They can't just say, "Hey, surprise," because everybody knows how offerings are going to affect the stock. They're going to affect it negatively, almost certainly, because people understand the significance of offerings. They understand if people do offerings, they are probably struggling business-wise. If they have to do a secondary offering for whatever reason, they're probably struggling business-wise in one way or another. If they have to sell shares and that's the only way they're making money, then everybody kind of knows they're struggling, and that usually tanks the price of the stock, i.e. IMPP. Now, they have to register these offerings beforehand in their filings, and so they do have to register them. But how many they have registered, I don't know. You have to go into the filings and look. PPSI. Yeah, PPSI is gapping up, but the volume's light. Mountain. We could look at it. I don't think I don't have Vortex. I can look up some other float data. PPSI. And air power. I'm showing about 1 to 4% short float. So nothing crazy. Smaller float of 2 to 4 million. But yeah. CYN, JB, what's up, man? CYN looks okay. It's up to 295s. It's not bad. We'll see if it continues, though. But it's not bad. SPY is up great this morning, which is honestly what we need, man. Kind of need that, you know. All right, guys. AGRI kind of looks good too. I mean, we're watching SNDL. SNDL reported mixed numbers yesterday. All right, guys. So SPY is up big today, man, and we're looking at this. Let's see why. The SPY is up big right now. Here's the SPY. All right, guys. Walmart absolutely tanking here. It looks like their earnings might be out. Okay, so yeah, Walmart international sales are down 13%. Walmart EPS was 74 cents per share. First quarter Walmart international sales were 23.8 billion. Walmart first quarter adjusted EPS was $1.30 per share. Here's the 1-minute chart for Walmart. First quarter U.S. same store sales up 4%. U.S. same store sales up 5.6%. Walmart U.S. sales up to 96.9 billion. First quarter Walmart U.S. sales up to 4%. Sam's Club sales are up to 19.62 billion. First quarter revenue was 141.57 billion. First quarter net was 2.05 billion. First quarter adjusted EPS was $1.30 profit per share. First quarter Walmart international sales was 23.8 billion. So it looks like these were a little bit lower than expected. The market's reacting negatively to this. Walmart down to 141.50. So I hope this doesn't drag the broader stock market down. But yeah, Walmart's down on this catalyst here. And again, let me know what y'all are watching. Yeah, so Walmart dropped their numbers. We're going to drop full details here. All right, so Walmart saw first quarter adjusted EPS of 130. Missed the 148 estimate. Here's the full Walmart numbers here if you guys want them. Adjusted EPS of 130, missed the 148 estimate. Sales of 141.6 billion, beat the 138.8 billion estimate. So better than expected sales, worse than expected EPS for Walmart, and it's dropping on this news. It's down about it's down about $9 per share right now for Walmart. So it's dropping on this catalyst. Hey, what's up, Michael? Yeah. BBIG. Hey. Yeah, Home Depot had an earnings beat as well. Hey, what's up, Bob? Hey, what's up, Christian? Everything should look good, bro. Dow up more than 400 points. Yeah, SPY ripping. Walmart might drag it down, though. But yeah, overall, we're pretty good today. What's CB? What platform is CB? Dragon Target with it, yeah, for sure. What's up, Michael? Bob, BBIG, as of tomorrow, close. Shareholders receive 10 shares of every one BBIG of New Tide Catalyst. Interesting. Yeah, so Walmart. We're dropping the full Walmart numbers here as well, so just be ready. All right, so yeah, we're dropping the full Walmart numbers here. 4%. It's the Walmart numbers right here if you want to know them. Walmart down to 139s. Yeah, they didn't lose money. It's more so. One of the things I taught Carol yesterday too is that it's all relative to expectations. A company can lose $100 million. This is just an example. A company can literally lose $100 million, but if they expected a loss of 150 million, then they're still going to go up, almost certainly. And so, it's not about you know, it's not about the numbers they put in. It's about what they expected. Um, yeah, Coinbase ripped up today. SPY up to 406s. Walmart at 139.40s. We'll see what happens. Watching Home Depot as well. Home Depot pushed up on a earnings beat. Home Depot dropped first quarter EPS of 409, beat the 367 estimate. Sales of 38.9 billion, beat the 36.7 billion. So yeah, here's the Home Depot numbers here too. Yeah, we're looking at BBIG today. BBIG's up to 260s. It's right here on the bottom left chart. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all hit that subscribe button, guys. All right, so HD up to 305s right now. Anything else moving right now? I see like I'm looking at some other gappers right now. We got tops. We've got IMPP. We've got auto, ENJY, QTT, ROM, CRXT. So we got some gap ups, but everything else is pretty slow. SMFL, we got AWH. Very low volume in terms of like new gaps. We got AGRI, which I think is still really interesting. It's down to like 250s. So AGRI is still pretty interesting. GFAI is on the list too, but it kind of pulled back some. INPX, so I'm assuming just oil. What about INDO? INDO ramped up yesterday. Wow. INDO, man. That one put in big percentage moves, bro. INDO just flew. Honestly, much bigger move than I expected for it. Wow. Much of BBIG. We're watching AGRI. Look at INDO just ramp up here. And Walmart, again, to give you the full list of what happened with Walmart here, Walmart put in first quarter adjusted EPS of $1.30 profit per share, missed the 148 profit per share estimate. Sales of 141.6 billion, beat the 138.8 billion estimate. Walmart US grew Walmart US grew comp sales 3% and gained market share in grocery. Walmart saw second quarter consolidated net sales growth of over 5%. They raised the fiscal year 22 consolidated net sales guidance increase from 3% to 4%. So Walmart mixed results, but it looks like it's affecting it negatively here for Walmart. So we'll see what happens. We're also looking, again, we're looking at Walmart, but we also have some other stuff like INDO absolutely flew. HD has got, some movement here. Here's BBIG. Look at INDO, man. INDO went from like 13 something over to almost 18 yesterday. So honestly, kind of a crazy rip. We're watching AGRI too. AGRI looks good. Walmart down to 138.50s. Are you buying Walmart, guys? Let me know. John, your pre-ad for the stream almost had me buying a contour pillow, eh? As a sports fan, I find that logic crazy. I care about your stats on the field, not about your projections. Yeah, but with a company like this, they have a fiduciary duty to look out in shareholders' best interest. And so when they report their expectations or their projections about how they think their company will do, they have a fiduciary duty to stay objective and honest about those projections. And so if you want to see what a company, the people that are going to know the most and the people that are going to know the best about how a company might succeed in any given quarter is the company itself. And so when they come out with projections or guidance saying, hey, we think we're going to do really good, it's logical to assume that they know that they're going to do good or bad. If they come out with projections that say, hey, we don't think we're going to do that good, we think we're going to lower numbers, then it's probably pretty reasonable to, take that into consideration, because again, they're going to know the best, and they have a fiduciary duty to look out in shareholders' best interest. And so, yeah. So, I mean, I think with the stock market specifically, it's important to understand that watching to see how a company's outlook is, like how good a company, how optimistic a company is about future projections and numbers, is a really important thing to analyze. And if you're holding anything long term, because a company can do great now, but if the company thinks that their business is going to turn the next quarter, you want to know, you know. Yeah, so HD up to 303.50s. Walmart down to 138.20, so you got absolutely destroyed. Not absolutely destroyed. Maybe that's a little dramatic. It did drop pretty substantially. You know, it dropped about 7%. You know, tell that to Apple, who provide no guidance. Yeah, I mean, Apple's Apple. You know, Pfizer, James. Yeah, Walmart will be fine. You know, Walmart's biggest thing, like if Walmart wants to continue to be successful, what Walmart ultimately needs to do, like Walmart, if Walmart wants to continue to be successful, what they really need to do here is they need to plan for grocery delivery to become online and digital. You know, in 20 years, people are not going to go to the grocery store anymore. They already don't. They already hire somebody to pick it up as it is. Right. And so if Walmart really wants to be evolving and stay evolving as a company, which they need to be if they want to beat some of these other brands that are out here, like specifically Amazon is probably Walmart's biggest threat. Amazon is Walmart's biggest threat because you know why? Because at this point in time, I can literally order groceries from Amazon, and those said groceries will be delivered to my doorstep. You know, in some ways with zero fees, with zero added fees for it. Like it's a free delivery to my door. And so that's a pretty tough thing for Walmart to be competitive with. And they need to start building that type of infrastructure to compete with that type of business model, because that 100% is the future. And if they don't work on that right now, then they will fail in 20 years, 30 years, wherever it is. But at least that's my theory, and that's my prediction on it. But again, they need to be building that infrastructure now to be able to at least somewhat compete, because if not, nobody's going to go to retail grocery stores anymore. They're just going to order everything online and get it shipped to their doorstep, which is the more convenient way, and it's what people are already doing to a certain extent nowadays. Right, I'm not saying it's not profitable now, but anything that is like that, they're going to find efficiencies in it, and they're going to grow to be more efficient for sure. And so they might be losing money on it now, but that's fine, because what Amazon specifically does, and what Amazon has done for the last 5 years, whenever Amazon started offering same day shipping or next day shipping with Amazon Prime or free shipping, at first it wasn't profitable for Amazon to do so. But what happened was, once they started to get such a big business base operating there, they started to find more ways to make money. They started to build their customer base with that. And with mass volume comes cheaper prices. And so they found a way to make money, and they're going to do the same thing with grocery delivery as well. What they did was they cornered the market with shipping carriers, and they started operating as their own shipping carrier. And they did exactly what Rockefeller did with oil, where they did exactly what Rockefeller did with oil in the early 1900s. And eventually Eisenhower came out and kind of, stopped him from having those type of monopolies. But Amazon did the same thing with their shipping carrier. They said, okay, well, we're getting charged too much to ship things with USPS and UPS and FedEx. We're just going to create our own shipping carrier, and we're going to corner the market. That's what Rockefeller did with oil, and that's what Amazon did, and that's what they'll continue to do, I promise. Anyways. I disagree, Daniel. I disagree, man. And that's okay. Like I said, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I think it's all good conversation to have, and it's all love here. It doesn't matter if you guys disagree. It's all good. No worries. But I do think that they will find efficiencies in it over time. Anything that is like this, they did it before. They did it before with shipping, and they'll do it again with grocery delivery too. They'll find ways to profit, and the more people that use it, the easier it'll be to profit from. Same thing they did with shipping. And to a certain extent, it's not about how much they're making on that. To a certain extent, it's a data company. To a certain extent, Amazon is just using your data, and so it's a data company. And so there's a lot of ways they profit. Yeah, Daniel, I disagree here. He says most people want to see what they're buying with those. You would think so. But I think over time, like I said, 20 years is kind of my number, I think, is about how long it'll take to really gain big implementation. About 20 years, I think it'll take. But I think you're underestimating the technology that people are going to use. Like, I think people are still going to be able to look at their meat, and I think they're going to look at it digitally now instead of at the store. Like, where if they want to check out their meats, they can look at a picture of the meat and skim through it and skim through it and skim through it and find, a steak that they like, and then select that digitally and then have that shipped to them. That's certainly going to be how it goes in at least 20 years. Hey, what's up, JoJo? How you see the market today? Market's doing great, man. Market's doing great. SPY up to 406, almost 407s. Walmart got beat up with earnings. HD had good earnings, so Home Depot. INDO ramping up. We've got BBIG up here at 260s. That looks good. Yeah, money is data. Yeah. Yeah, man. A lot of stuff going on. INDO, we got AGRI pulling back some. SPY ramping up. SPY looks beautiful today, man. It's about time, too. We needed this. Nah, man. Mouse, you're just wrong. Mouse says a 20-year stake won't exist and we'll be choosing beyond stakes. I don't know if you're being serious. If you are, that's definitely not going to happen. If you look at BYND as a gauge of this, BYND has lost a large majority of its value over the last year. BYND has lost a large majority of its value over the last year, like 80% of its value. And so, a lot of people originally thought Beyond Meat was going to be the new big trend in meat, and that people weren't going to have regular meat and that Beyond Meat. But I think time has showed us that this was a fad, in my opinion. This was a fad. My guess is their sales weren't good. And, Beyond Meat has been consistently dropping. It's one of the most obvious red streaks we've had in the market over the last year. And so, yeah, it's down to anywhere between $20 to $30 a share for Beyond Meat. And so, yeah, that's just not happening. It was a fad, Okay, you were joking? Okay, got you. Yeah, I was going to say, man, listen, I've had the Impossible Meat. I've had Impossible Tacos, and they were kind of good, man. They were really kind of good. But I just don't think that I don't think it took off like people wanted it to, and I think it's kind of a fad at this point in time. Both of them, Impossible and Beyond Meat. Yeah, y'all are preaching to the choir, man. I love me some steak, bro. No, man. Honestly, Jacob, something I've seen really, really heavily in the last year is anytime people are wrong about a specific stock. Anytime people are wrong about a stock or they're wrong about a direction and say they're really heavily invested in ABC stock, and then ABC stock doesn't go up, it goes down over a period of time. Instead of saying, hey, I was wrong about my bias here. I was wrong about what I thought about ABC stock. They instead say, I was right, but it was manipulation. I've seen that so much here over the last 6 months. So much. It's silly. I'm not saying that this isn't manipulation. I really don't know. But I think when you look at the broader outlook of BYND, if you look at the trends of BYND, if you look at the hype of BYND, it's all died down. Nobody's super interested in BYND meat anymore. Nobody's really hyped about selling it. You're no longer seeing commercials about this type of stuff. People just don't care about it as much as they expected. And so it was a fad, man. And the fad is running out, and people are just not as interested in it anymore. And that's not manipulation. That's just trends in the stock market, But I don't think it's manipulation. But I don't know. Yeah, the Impossible tacos were actually good. But again, I think it's a fad. I think they'll both run out. Yeah. Yeah, I've never had the BYND meat. I've had the Impossible meat and it was good. Tacos were good. But it was Disney World, and Disney World Disney World really does have some good food. Twitter? Yeah, we're looking at Twitter. I mean, Twitter back up to VWAP here. Look at Twitter. Rampant. Walmart breaking lows. HD still up there. Look at Twitter. Twitter up to 37. Look at the previous closing price right here. I mean, there's dark pools, dumb money, and things are manipulated, but they're not manipulated like long term. I mean, they are, I guess, but like it's less common, and it's more likely that a lot of this stuff is just running out of hype, Hey, what's up, Captain Matty? Hey, have fun, brother. What's up, Beach? Yeah, so according to the SEC, there is currently 64 registered ATSs, which is alternative trading systems or dark pools. Um, um, Honestly, it kind of brings me back. Like, I think trading back in the day was much more profitable, much easier, and much better. It was also probably much more fun when they actually had pit trading. But things were just simpler back then. Now with electronic trading, it just opens up the floodgates of craziness. Yeah. I understand why dark pools are needed, especially if you're a big trader, but there's nothing wrong with BYND's product. Yeah, Twitter ramp it up, guys, up to 37. So there's nothing wrong with BYND's product. the main issue is you need to look for more innovative ways to feed people cheaper. Yeah, I mean, it's more so about price. It's also a hard sell. Like, I think it's too expensive. I think if you want to sell a product like that, fine. But I think there's a few things. Number one, vegans don't eat meat, and so they're not going to eat this product heavily anyway. Number two, vegans are incredibly picky, and so I know, like, with some of Impossible's deals with fast food restaurants, vegans usually aren't going to go to fast food restaurants regardless of whether they have an Impossible option, and so I think they overestimated their interest for that type of stuff. And I don't think most people, I think it's kind of a niche, gimmicky product that I don't think a lot of people are going to use. And I don't think the sales are going to be worthwhile to continue pumping it. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm a meat eater. I like meat. Yeah. Well, I think our biological defense mechanisms ring true, and I think whenever meat tastes good to us, it must mean that, to a certain extent, we're supposed to eat it. But again, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of arguments there. Yeah, I don't know, Mouse. Stocks have cycles. BYD had all-time highs, and for that, also, market does not favor any company. Even Apple went down. Yeah, for sure. But I think when you look, I think outside of stocks, Christian, and again, it's okay if we disagree here. Like, people are always going to disagree about specific stocks. Twitter just rejected heavily at that 37, 39 level. But no, outside of that, I think when you look at the broader sentiment of these meat substitute companies, I don't think it's as good. I don't think it's good. I think people are less interested in it. I think it was, to a certain extent, hyped up and overhyped, and I think the interest is lower than they need it to be. And so with that, you got companies like this that are just falling down. I just don't think it's going to be as profitable as they thought. Yeah, maybe space. Who's getting Spirit, Frontier, JetBlue? Let me know, guys. Let me know. I disagree. High interest and high manipulation. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, yeah, but I think it depends. Vegans are sometimes inclined to order vegan items from fast food places, even if it was perhaps cooked on a grill with other meat items, because they're supporting the cause. Sure, I mean, I think that's true. But I don't think the amount of people that are doing that are going to prop the business up enough to make it justifiable for them to continue. I think sure, there might be some vegans that do that, and some vegans that bend and are willing to bend in order to support it. But at the same time, I think most of them are going to dislike Burger King as a whole because it serves meat and avoid it at all costs. And so you're going to have some that are like, yeah, let's support them. But I don't think that number is high enough to make it worthwhile. Again, though, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, we're omnivores, so we eat both. Yeah. SPY up to 406 here. SPY ramping up. Looks great. And again, we're looking at the catalyst for the market today. Let's see what we got going on with Benzinga. So yeah, Walmart conference call is at 8 a.m. All right, guys. So Twitter up there to 3680s. We got Walmart at 137.70. So Walmart's all the way down. We got Home Depot up to 303.75s. The SPY is absolutely rampant today. There's Twitter starting to make a rebound here. The SPY's up to 406, 407s. It's truly what we needed. So this is great for the SPY. We're all the way back up here, almost back up to the lows from February. So, hey, maybe we can make a rebound here. The SPY needs it. Honestly, hopefully we just get some volatility. I made about $100 yesterday, about $100. And so we'll see if we can keep it up. But about $100 richer yesterday. And yeah, we're going to keep growing. Again, though, we got a new rule, guys. We do have a new rule here. If you critique my sizing, you're going to get banned, We're just going to make it a really simple rule. I'm not going to acknowledge it whatsoever. I just don't want to get thrown off. It's just running these live streams are, hard enough than to have just trolls. And so critique my size and you're just going to get insta banned, we might be able to do some of the earnings call for Walmart. We'll see though. It's supposed to start in about 24 minutes or so. Yeah. Y'all's mind is in the gutter here. I'm obviously talking about my share sizing. Guys, my share sizing. Get y'all's mind out the gutter. Hey. Yeah, MPP. So as a day trader, do you target smaller float stocks that have more movement? No. Mostly I try to target like the Q and SPY. I mostly just trade the broader market. Low float penny stocks are just riskier. Most people lose money. And, I think they attract a lot of new traders because new traders don't have large accounts. And so they feel like they have to trade penny stocks. But most people that do so just lose money, unfortunately. Have people really been busting you on your size? To be completely honest, I'm pretty sure it's probably the same person. Like we banned a guy that was really critical on my size a while back, and I'm pretty sure he's just making alt accounts and kind of trolling me with it. So it's just easier to just ban it and move on. Like the reality of it is, like I said, I make about $100 a day on my good days. Yesterday we made $100, and so traders are really brainwashed in that they think that $100 a day with a $30,000 account is small. It's truly crazy, and it's something that you really got to watch out for, guys, because you're going to have, to be honest, just dumb traders that don't understand the percentages that think they do. Like if I make $100 a day every day, then I probably make over 100% per year if I make $100 every day, right? 100% a year is very, very good. If I could do that consistently, big hedge funds will call me trying to hire me, 100%. And so trying to make over 100% per year in any type of account, in any type of trading, is going to be risky. You know, expecting somebody to make more than that is an unreasonable expectation. It really is. And so it's just one of those things where don't be brainwashed, guys. Don't be tricked by losing traders, which is really what it is. It's by losing traders. HD popped up over 307s. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you, Jacob. You know, just remember, and the last thing I'll talk about it is like, okay, if you make over 10%, you're beating the market. You're doing better than 90% plus. You know, so if you make over 10%, you're beating the market. You're doing better than 90% of other traders. Don't be brainwashed by dumb traders. You know, that's really what it is. Don't be brainwashed by dumb gambling traders that are, you know, they might make $1,000 in a day, but the next day they're losing 2,000. And so, you know, that's the big thing to take from this. Yeah, people, yeah, exactly. That's honestly exactly what it is, Chris. You know, like I'm not trying to act smarter than everybody, but I think you got a lot of traders that are just gambling that don't really understand mathematics and statistics, and they hear 30K and they think that I should just be making $5,000 per day, and it's mostly just because they're getting brainwashed and they're by gurus, right? They're watching people that are just trying to sell them a course, and then they're taking those people that are just trying to sell them a course, and you know they're expecting me to just gamble my account away. But I'm not trying to sell anybody a course. I don't care about selling anybody anything. You know, I'm just trying to actually grow. Are you buying the Walmart dip? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And this is a market I'm lucky to just not be losing. But again, I mean, I am green on the year. That's the only thing I'll say. I don't go too deep into how much I make or what I make, but like I'm green on the year. Day trading, you know. And so I am in that 90% of traders that are green. You know, or I am in that 10% of traders that are green. You know, how much I'm making is insignificant. Those people make me feel bad about small gains. Yeah, man. And again, you're going to have just dumb people that most of the time what it really is, I think, is they feel bad because they're gambling and losing money, right? And so like misery loves company, and so like they try to drag other people down to make themselves feel better, and you know it is what it is, you know. My day trading account is up 125% in 3 weeks. I just trade SPY puts and calls. Hey man, well, good for you, Hollow Point. That's great, man. That really is. I'm happy for you, brother. Just be careful. Remember, the larger amounts of money that people try to make relative to their account size, the more risk that is there. And so you can swing for the fences and look to make 1,000% a year, but you got to understand there's also a really high chance that you lose your account in that year. You know, and I'm not saying it can't be done, but that the risk goes up the more you do, the more you push for. And so it's about, for me, I'm just trying to safely grow. You know, like this is actually 30,000. It's also a lot easier. I'll put another thing to consider is that it's a lot easier when you're trading small, especially with options, right? So like if you're trading options and you've got like a $2,000 account and you're buying $300 option contracts, yeah, it's going to be pretty easy to double your account. You know, the problem is that it's also going to be pretty easy to lose your entire account as well one of these days. And so it's kind of like the martingale roulette strategy where it works. You know, you keep winning, and you might make money 90% of the time with the martingale roulette strategy. The problem is when that 10% of the time comes that you lose, you're losing everything you made plus more. You know, and so it's people got to understand the actual way you grow safely. Yeah, for sure. I'm very happy with it, man. I'm very pumped. My trading confidence is very high right now. You know, because we've been making money mostly shorting the SPY and shorting the market. It's been just very profitable. No, I'm buying and selling shares, John Green. Yeah, people got to really understand the numbers behind it. Like they truly got to understand the numbers, right? If you want to make $1,000 a day, realistically, you need to have like 500,000 account size safely. If you want to make $1,000 a day safely, you got to have like 500,000, you know? But nobody wants that. Everybody wants to rush it. They want to make $1,000 a day with a 30K account. It's just not reasonable. It's not a reasonable expectation. But people don't know that because people don't really understand day trading for the most part, you know. Small gains compound. My goal is always 1% plus gains a day. Yeah, man, that's great if you can make that consistently, bro. And that's what people gotta understand. Like, it's great if you can make that. That's huge money. Hey, my man. Chris says, I found John because of brutal honesty. The more people agree with you, the less you're going to learn. And learn, you need people challenging your thoughts to keep you focused. Keep yourself grounded to reality. Hey, yes, sir. You know, we try, but hey. Yeah, swing trading, you can make $1,000 a day for sure, and it's a little bit safer as well. I'm just saying, in day trading terms, you know, like, you can, don't get it wrong, like, you can make $1,000 a day with a $30,000 account, but your risk of losing your account goes up dramatically. And so it's like, yeah, you can do it, but you're just gambling to a certain extent. You know, it's unnecessary to trade that large. It really is. Now, I'm not saying that you can't every now and then have a really good day. Just like every now and then I make $200, $300, $400 in a day, right? And that happens. But if I'm not going to try for that every day, because if I try for that every day, I'm almost certainly just going to lose my account. And this is my 30K. I don't feel like losing it. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel? Hey, thanks, bro. I'm good at challenging, not trying to be rude. Hey, all good, Jacob. Yeah, man, you're good, dude. Yeah, I mean, listen, you can do it, but it depends on your risk tolerance. You mean I can't wake up and go to the gym and work out, eat breakfast, and then sit at the computer for 10 minutes and make $2 or $3 grand in 30 minutes, and then watch whatever I want for the rest of the day? Dang, man. You know? Honestly, that's what the courses show you, though. Like, that's what it really boils down to, being gullible. You know, that's what it truly boils down to. It's like how easy it is for people to talk you into things. You know, and I think you got some people at the very top. You know, of that sample size. You got some people at the high end of that sample size, meaning it's really easy for people to talk them into things. And so that's usually the people here complaining about my size. Can you look at IQ? Yeah. I looked at IQ earlier. Walmart down to 138. Earnings call for Walmart's in about 14 minutes. Here's HD. It's up there. SPY ramping up this morning. Can y'all hear that? Who's calling me at freaking 6:45? But yeah, if you look at, yeah, I got you, Justin. I'll explain that difference, man. Can y'all hear that? Let me know. But no, somebody said IQ. IQ is up here. I don't know enough about the company as a whole. IQ is up. I don't see why, though. Mostly technical. So yeah, I don't know enough about this company, IQ, but we could look at the longer term chart. It's just gotten kind of beat up some. It's been consolidating, though. Big range, $5, big level, $4 right above us. We've got 250 underneath us. That might work, but yeah, that's all I really see for this right now. I don't know what it's going to do. We got this pre-market high, or this high from yesterday, right around where we are now, right around 380s. You got 350 right underneath us. That might be interesting, but yeah, it's gapping up some, but you know, we'll have to wait and see if it shows, you know, anything that looks good. Here's the SPY. Here's BBIG too. BBIG almost green again today. Big rip yesterday. AGRI flew yesterday, pulling back down to 235s now for AGRI. So AGRI is moving as well. Yeah, having a statistical edge is very important, of course. Okay, so somebody asked, can you explain the difference? Yeah. I was fortunate to find John when we just got all the seed money and everybody was blowing smoke on where to spend it. Now that the money is gone, all the channels are quiet. Yeah, for sure. Could you explain the difference between trading options and trading futures? Yeah, I'll explain I'll explain what the names mean, and you'll be able to remember it in the future. Okay, so trading futures is trading the future price of a commodity. Right. So in the word futures, it stands for the future price of a commodity. Right. So you're trading commodities, you're trading gold or silver or coffee or cattle prices or, oil, gas. You're trading commodities. Technically, you're trading the future price of a commodity. Now, I mostly trade the E-mini. So, there's other instruments that they use in that market. But when you hear futures, it's commodities. You're trading the future price of a commodity. Now, in the futures market, there are instruments that you can trade that mimic the SPY. If we look at like the E-mini, and then you look at, say, the SPY itself, right? You see the E-mini does exactly the same thing as the SPY. SPY has one green candle, one flat, two red. And if we zoom in here, where is it? Maybe, let me see. It's basically the same movement here. It's not exactly the same, but the SPY and the E-mini do virtually the same thing. You can see big up move, sideways consolidation, big up move, sideways consolidation. And if we zoom in here, two red, one green, two red, one green. And so, we can kind of see that these are both basically the same thing. If we zoom out here and we zoom out here, this is the same price action, big up move, down dip, big up move, down dip, big up move. And so you can trade this left side, this bottom left side in the futures market with no PDT rule, instant settlement, all that good stuff. And that's futures. You're basically trading the future price of a commodity. Okay. And then you have options, which you're trading the option to buy or sell shares at a specific time and date. Right. So you're trading contracts. Now, the futures market is contract based as well. But with options, it's a completely different thing. Options, you're trading a contract. You're trading the option to buy a specific stock at a certain price. And so there's calls and puts. Call options are betting that it's going to go up. Put options are betting that it's going to go down. And call options are you're betting to buy the stock at a specific price. And so, if I buy a $1 call option for ABC, $1 call option for ABC with a $1 strike price, that is betting that ABC, say it's a 3-month option. Say it's a 3-month option. It's a $1 strike 3-month option for ABC stock. In 3 months, if that stock is at $2, then I basically profit $1. Love you. You okay? Love you. But yeah, so you're basically buying the contract. So there's a lot more nuance to options, of course. There's a lot more nuance and stuff like that. But that's basically what it is. Is options, you're trading the option to buy or sell specific shares at a specific price, and you don't have to do it, but most people don't actually exercise the option. So it's like, okay, if you buy that call option and it's now at $2, then now you have the option to buy, 100 shares at $2 instead of $1, thus profiting a whole dollar per share, right? And then you can do the same thing with puts and so forth. Most people don't actually what's called exercise the option, though. So most people just buy and sell the option contract, and now it has an expiry date and all that good stuff. And there's a lot more detail, but yeah, that's the difference. And if you want to check out futures, right? If you want to check out futures, I do have a link for Top Step. Top Step's a funded account program for futures. It's really the easiest way to trade like me. We trade the SPY every day. We buy and sell the SPY directly. And in the futures market, like I said, you can trade the E-mini. It's /ES is the symbol. With no PDT rule, instant settlement, you can buy and short stocks, or you can buy and short the E-mini. So it's basically you can buy and short the S&P 500 with no PDT rule. Great way to get around the PDT rule. Top Step is kind of the gold standard of funded account programs as well. So they fund traders. They give you a demo. If you can hit their target while following their rules, they fund you between 50 up to over 100K, regulated in the US, pay out millions every year to their funded traders, fund thousands of traders a year. And it really is a good way to get around the PDT rule. But Yeah, there's the link. Yeah, for sure. It's not an obligation, but most of them go on an exercise because, frankly, it's a lot easier to just sell the contract to somebody that wants to buy it. Now, if somebody has the time and energy and it's going to be profitable for them to exercise it, they will. And a lot of the time for Joe Schmo like me, I'm just going to sell it to the person that might do that instead of going through those steps. Take the 5% loss or whatever it is and just move on with my day and not waste the time. But if somebody's got a big contract with a lot of shares and they think exercising it is going to be profitable enough, then they might do that. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Buy Stocks? Yeah, for sure, 100%. But it has to do with commodities. For the most part, like when people hear futures, they're mostly talking about commodities. Walmart at 138.30s. What symbol, Daniel? Hey, what's up, Rick? Hey, yeah. I forgot to call you about the dog, bro. And again, it's up to you completely. If you want to, of course, I'm not asking for any type of money or anything. I'm just saying if I could see my mom struggling with that dog, and I want to give that dog a good home. So if you'd like her, Rick, you can have her. We'll have to meet somewhere if you're interested in that. And if not, no worries. My mom might try to keep her, but I'm also might hire. I might hire my mom a dog walker at first and see if that works. And if that doesn't work, then we'll see. For the E-mini, it's /ES, right? So if you want to see the E-mini symbol, it's /ES, right? So here's the E-mini. The micro E-mini is /MES. See, hey bud, what you doing, man? How you doing, bro?
Doing good.
Doing good? All right, man. Love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Have a good day, dude.
Okay.
Love you, bud. Yeah, that's right, Spac. Hey, hit that subscribe button, guys. Do it now. We got about 310 people here. Appreciate the love and support. Yeah. Yeah, and it's not the dog at all. Cindy's a great dog. It's more so just my mom doesn't have the space for her, unfortunately. And we might take her too. The other option is that my wife and I take the other dog, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Should I stream the Walmart earnings call? Chat? I could. Should I? Let me know. Yeah, all good, Rick. No worries, brother. If you can't, listen. She's a beautiful German Shepherd, so I mean, we'll find a home for her regardless. So yeah, no, all good, brother. Yeah. Okay, so I should stream the earnings call. Got you. I might try to talk my dad into taking her, but we'll see. Yeah, IMPP offering, which again, guys, remember this is dilution for IMPP. Like this is dilution, and so. All right, guys. Wait, okay, yeah. All right, guys. Walmart earnings call. Either way, you have to take her. Yeah. And BRQS. What time is the Fed talk today? I heard a few people mention it. What time's the Fed talk? IONQ pulling up. SPY still testing 406s. All right, so we got the earnings call here. Nothing yet. Still waiting. Yeah, Walmart at 138. Still waiting. Earnings call. Powell and the Fed team, 2 p.m. Bullard is now. Nice. So yeah, so thank you, JB. I appreciate you, bro. FOMC member Bullard speaks this morning at 8 a.m. So right now, core retail sales come out at 8:30. Industrial production numbers drop at 9:15. As well as FOMC Harker speaking industrial production for April 9:15, and then at 10 retail inventories, 10 business inventories. Powell was going to speak at 2. FOMC is at 2:30. So that'll be interesting. Maybe we'll stream that. Yeah, so we'll see how that influences everything. Nothing yet for Walmart. Still kind of waiting. No numbers are out yet. IMPP. What do y'all think of IMPP? It's a German Shepherd. It's my mom's German Shepherd. We'll figure it out. PPSI. All right, so we're waiting for the Walmart earnings call.
We'll follow the formal presentation. If anyone should require operator assistance during the conference, please press *0 from your telephone keypad.
All right, so here's the Walmart earnings call.
Please note, this conference is being recorded. I'll now turn the conference over to Dan
PPSI?
Bender, Senior Vice President, Investor Relations.
All right, so
Dan,
here's
you may begin.
Walmart's earnings call right here.
Thank you, Rob. Good morning and welcome to Walmart's first quarter fiscal 2023 earnings call. I'm joined by members of our executive team, including Doug McMillon, Walmart's President and CEO, Brett Biggs, Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, John Furner, President and CEO of Walmart US, Judith McKenna, President and CEO of Walmart International, and Kath McLay, President and CEO of Sam's Club. In a few moments, Doug and Brett will provide you an update on the business and discuss first quarter results. That will be followed by our question and answer session. Before I turn the call
Bullish
over
or
to
bearish
Doug,
on Walmart,
let me
guys?
remind you that today's call is being recorded and will include forward-looking statements. These statements are subject to risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially from these statements. These risks and uncertainties include,
Now,
but
I
are
don't
not
have to cover this
limited
earnings
to,
call. I can
the
give you
factors
guys the link
identified
to
in
this
our
earnings
filings
call if
with
you
the
guys want it.
SEC.
Let me know if you guys want the link.
Please
I can
review
give you
our
guys the
press
link.
release and accompanying slide presentation for a cautionary statement regarding
bullish or
forward-looking
bearish on
statements,
earnings?
as well as our entire safe harbor statement and non-GAAP reconciliations on our website at stock.walmart.com. It is now my pleasure to turn the call over to Doug McMillon.
Good morning.
let me
Thank
know
you
if
for
you guys want
joining
the
us to
link.
hear about our results. We had a good quarter from a top-line point of view. Sales for the period were ahead of what we expected across all segments, and we're pleased with the momentum we see so far in Q2. The bottom line was below our expectations due primarily to three areas that negatively affected operating income in our U.S. businesses, both in Walmart and Sam's Club. Each of these items represents about a third of our overall profit miss. The first item is wage expense. As the Omicron variant case count declined rapidly in the first half of the quarter, more of our associates that were out on COVID leave came back to work faster than we expected. We hired more associates at the end of last year to cover for those on leave, so we ended up with weeks of overstaffing.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened. Here's the link if anybody wants to check it out. This is the Walmart earnings call. I think most people would rather just hear me. And so here's the earnings call link right here. It's just a YouTube link. So it's actually just a YouTube video. So yeah, y'all can go watch that. And let me know what you guys think. Bullish or bearish at Walmart right now. We got S&DL, PPSI up. So PPSI is up. The big news today is IMPP with their offering here. Dilution. So IMPP with some dilution on their books. Yeah, thank you, Don. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and turn it off. Anything else that looks good, guys? Because when I first looked at the market, it was slow today. AUVI. AUVI is probably one of the more volatile stocks right now. Let's see if we can find the reason for this move. AUVI is up. It's Applied UV. They announced an inclusion in a multi-million-dollar contract offering through non-public schools in the state of Washington. Is AUVI's catalyst. It's up to 132s right now. 132s. This is AUVI catalyst here, and it's right here. So AUVI did have this catalyst. They announced inclusion in a multi-million-dollar contract offering throughout the non-public schools in the state of Washington. Yeah. MITQ flying. Yeah, wow, look at MITQ here. Huge rip up to 158 right now. 158 for MITQ. Let's see if we can find the catalyst for this. This is Moving Image Technologies. They dropped third quarter results, fiscal year 22 sales guidance of 17.5 million. They dropped third quarter EPS of 0. So they broke even. We're going to drop the full numbers here. So bear with me, guys. So we're going to drop the full numbers here for MITQ. And yeah, give me 1 second. All right, so here's the full MITQ catalyst. This is why MITQ is moving here. They dropped third quarter EPS that was break even. Sales of 5.8 million, up from 1.7 million year over year. Fiscal year 22 sales guidance to 17 to 18.5 million. So big numbers there for MITQ. At the 157s for MITQ, so ramping up. SPY back up to 406.30s. AGRI down to 230s. How do you feel about crypto in the next week? I don't know. I mean, if we look at crypto right now, I'm sure crypto is doing really well. Yeah, Bitcoin up 2.5% today. Ethereum up 3.6%. Litecoin up 6.5%. So, I mean, market's doing well. Market's doing well. Shiba Inu up 4%. So, yeah, Bitcoin up to 30.4K, which is great. That's what we needed for Bitcoin. We just need to see it hold up here now. Who knows if it will, but yeah, a bit of volatile time for crypto. Hopefully Bitcoin holds. MITQ up there to 150s. Walmart at 137.80s. Mullen? Mullen's sideways right now. I'm slightly down, about 3 cents per share, gapping down on the day. Yeah, Nvidia is probably up because the stock market is up. Look at the SPY. So if y'all haven't seen the SPY this morning, the SPY is absolutely flying. SPY up to 406s, which is great. Yesterday we were testing 380s. So SPY doing really good. Or no, maybe it wasn't yesterday. Maybe it was the day before we were testing 380s. But yeah. Market was struggling back on the 12th. And currently, the SPY is all the way up to 405s, which is great. 406s. Market needed this. Yeah, so market's doing well. Nvidia, most large caps are going to be following the broader market too. So most large caps are going to be following the market. Tesla? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Tesla's doing well too, right? Yeah, Tesla's up to 740s. Rough day yesterday for Tesla, but still did okay. I don't know about AUVI. We're just kind of watching. I really don't know what AUVI is going to do. It's pulling back now. Volume's a little light, and so we'll see if it holds in terms of volume. INDO may run. I mean, INDO kind of ripped yesterday. If we look at INDO, which is specifically oil, this thing ripped yesterday. This thing went up from 1350s all the way to almost 19 yesterday. Currently sitting at 1835. So, yeah, INDO put in big numbers yesterday. Yeah, we've seen PPSI. It's gapping up some. I mean, it's moving some. It looks a little bit better now. It's just strange. If we look at PPSI here, up there to 380s, so it's moving some, but it's kind of going back and forth. Yeah, so we're looking at PPSI. I'm trying to figure out what the catalyst is here. First quarter insight dropped EPS yesterday of 8 cent loss per share, missed the 7 cent loss per share estimate. So we'll see. We'll see. It did have bad earnings yesterday, but no volume here for this one. So we'll have to wait and see. We're still watching AUVI, and then MITQ is, again, just dropped earnings, and it's ramping up some too. We're watching BBIG. I see like Kern, KERN, AGRI. Looks very interesting today too after yesterday's big volatility. We're watching AGRI just because it was volatile yesterday. Walmart ramping up though some to 138.40s, 138.50s here. So maybe they dropped good earnings. SPY just had a big wick. What's Apollo? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Menine. I don't know what AUVI is. I really don't know on that one. All right, we got AGRI. The SPY is ripping, bouncing back some. PPSI, AUVI. What was it? What was it? MITQ, INDO, IMPP, Ox, and more. I'll do me a favor, hit the like button. Take the time, hit the like button right now. I'm also asking people, are you bullish or bearish on this current market? 58% say bull, 42% say bear. And so, hey, what's up, Rick? Nah, you didn't miss much, brother. Market's been kind of dull and slow. Yeah, market's just been kind of dull and slow, so you didn't miss much, brother. Good to have you back, though, Rick. All right, guys. All right, guys. All right, guys. Sorry, doing other stuff. AGRI, break it down here. Let me know if you guys see anything else. I'm seeing like auto. I see show up. IDRA is gapping up some here. Look at IDRA. IDRA up to 55 cents. 55 cents. TNXP looks like a reverse split. PTE gapping up some. AUVI obviously on the move. MITQ after good earnings. Walmart bouncing back at 139.20s. 139.20s for Walmart after bouncing back, probably from good guidance. We got a lot of other stuff moving. AGRI, we're watching for volatility here. We got SNDL on the move after dropping earnings yesterday. Y'all read red or green this week so far? Red or green so far, guys? Let me know. Walmart up pretty big here. All right, guys. S&DL. Are y'all bullish or bearish on cannabis? I mean, I'm optimistic, but like the problem with this is that every time I think we have the government to legalize it, they never do. You know, they never do. It's the biggest problem. IDRA moving. Yeah, we're looking at IDRI. Y'all red or green so far this week? Green, 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 green. JD up 9%. Yeah, JD is another one we're looking at too. Here's JD. It had earnings this morning as well, up to $55.83 per share for JD. So big moves here for that one too. Ended up trading most of the day yesterday. Had a long ride, but ending green and well above my profit target. Nice, Walter. Congrats, bro. Good trades. Good trades, man. Shorted Tesla yesterday, fairly effective off the 740 level. Nice, man. The states have legalized. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm just in dumb old Texas. You know. And who knows what'll happen there. But yeah, y'all hit that subscribe button, guys. We got about 330 people here. If you haven't already, listen, everything we do here is free. We don't sell anything. We don't charge for anything. We're trying to just be a free resource and community for traders. And so if you appreciate that, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You know, everybody else that I can see, or not everybody else. There's some other good channels, you know, but a lot of other people are just charging you. They're giving you unrealistic expectations. They're giving you gambling mentality, and they're getting you addicted to it. And then they're selling you a course on it for thousands of dollars, where you can find most of that content available for free elsewhere. And so what we try to do is just give everything away for free. We don't sell anything. We don't charge for anything. All of our content is free. Even becoming a member on this channel, you can become a member. We appreciate it. It's $4.99 a month, but you don't get anything extra from it except for these coveted, you know, some would say majestic emojis here. You know, and so listen, if you want to support the content we drop, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. I certainly appreciate it. Walmart popping up almost to 140 here for Walmart. No, Louisiana almost did it already, right? It's decriminalized it, at least in certain places. You know, at least it's decriminalizing it, at least in some places. Also, guys, we're getting ready to send our morning watch list out. We're getting ready to send our morning watch list out. If you haven't already become a member, we certainly appreciate the support here, guys. So if you haven't already become a member, it's completely free. Again, we don't sell anything, so it's completely free. But you'll get an email watch list, kind of a market update emailed to you every day. We got hundreds of members so far. We got hundreds of people on this email watch list. So be a part of it, guys. We're getting ready to send our next one out right now. And yeah, be ready for it. We're going to talk about what's going on in the market, all that good stuff. And yeah, join hundreds of other people and getting a watch list update mailed to you every day. So we appreciate you guys. Yeah, JD is up there. SPY is up there. Home Depot is up there. All right. Is currently sitting nicely at 405s. All right, so Walmart recently reported earnings, and we'll go ahead and detail the earnings in our list here. Hey, what's up, Bob? Hey, what's up, bro? There we go. And again, we do have Walmart right here. So here's the Walmart numbers. We're getting ready to send our watch list out now. Home Depot, we got JD. We've got, what was the other one? MITQ. All right, so we got our watch list today, guys. So what's our watch list today? I think, you know, obviously we're watching Walmart, JD, Home Depot, PPSI, AGRI. We got INDO, IMPP, AUVI, MITQ. Anything else? I mean, Redbox, obviously we're watching Redbox, BBIG, SNDO. And that's probably about it for now. We did have IMPP. Right. Home Depot, sir. I'm in at 305. Nice. Yeah, VERU might be interesting to watch as well. IDRA. Yeah, IDRA gapping up, moving up some. Here's IDRA. It's up to 58 cents or so, 58 cents. We're watching that too. Make sure we got this here. Y'all hit that like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. We got 137 likes. We could do better, I think. We could do better. All right, guys. We're getting ready to send our watch list out. All right, guys, sending our watch list out now. IDRA testing highs up there at 60 cents. We do have the pre-market high right around 62 cents. And so IDRA rebounding here. We see kind of a U-shaped pattern. We'll see that sustains and holds. Natural gas booming. Yeah, for sure. I see that. Big movement there, too. Yeah, a little bit of a lag. SoFi, SNDL hit 60-day. It could. BRDS. Yeah, BRDS is gapping up some. IDRA is trying. Walmart back up to 140s. So Walmart looks good. Here's BRDS. So it's trying is at 133s, 133s. All right, tech stocks down. Yeah, BRDS is moving. SoFi. Yeah, SoFi is interesting. BRDS is okay. Is this catalyst driven for BRDS? Let me look. Bird Global. It dropped earnings yesterday, so this looks like it's just a continuation on earnings for BRDS. We'll see. AGRI still looking interesting. MITQ, Auto, IDRA, IMPP. Look at IDRA start to test these highs, guys. So IDRA back up to 59 cents. We'll see if it continues. We'll see. Bullish or bearish right now, guys? Let me know. John, when you glance at earnings, when do you try to take from it in terms of scalping? Well, at the very least, we're going to get volatility from earnings releases. Whether it's good or bad releases, you know, up to what happens with the specific stock. But usually we're at least going to get some volatility. And like that's what I'm looking to take advantage of is volatility. Now, if it's a stock that I'm holding long term, then obviously we're going to pay a little bit more detail to it. But at the very least, we get volatility and we get interest volume. You know, volume and volatility are usually what make day traders money, and that's what we shoot for. SPY dipping down some, so SPY down to 405s, 405.20s. So we're looking at that. There's 405.20s on the SPY. PARA. Yeah, so buy in the dip, let me know. Market down to 405s. IDRA still testing highs. Walmart dipping down with the market, so Walmart's down to 139s. Home Depot up to 306. Here's JD. JD at 55.90s here, so JD still up nicely from it. IDRA's testing the pre-market high here. So here's IDRA testing the pre-market high. So IDRA is up to 59s. Almost 60s. PARA is up, but it's still kind of slow. United Airlines is up as well. SPY up to 405.60, so bouncing back some. Sports Illustrated cover. right, guys. So IDRA just tapped highs, broke 62.3 cents up to 61 cents per share now. Walmart's still at 134 per share, roughly 134. Retail sales numbers just dropped, and the retail sales numbers just dropped, so we're going to cover these now as well. Sorry if I'm a little bit late. I think they dropped, right? Let's see if we can find it on the other end. Retail sales numbers come out? I don't see them. Sales numbers come out? I don't see them. Data is expected to show a 1% increase in U.S. retail sales following a 0.7% uptick in the previous month. Did anybody get these out yet? I don't see them yet. Retail sales numbers are out, up 9 cents versus 10% expected. Up 6 versus 4. Got you. Okay. Hey, what's up, John? What's up, Emmanuel? My man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the support, dude. Got you. Yeah, we're still waiting. SPY back up to 405.60s. Plus 0.9%. Consensus of plus 1%, so a little bit worse. Yeah. So for whatever reason, I'm not showing them. They didn't show up here. For whatever reason. Usually they show up on TOS, but they just didn't today for whatever reason. Market back up to 405. All right, guys. So right now we got IDRI testing highs. Walmart down to 139.06. We got JD up there at $56. IDRA at 60 cents. We got the SPY up there at 406. All right, guys. So market back up to 407s here. 407s. Not really seeing any data here for the retail numbers. Usually they drop a little bit on all the platforms, but I noticed that we had a few people drop them here already. And so St. Louis Fed President Bullard expects, quote, fairly good economic performance in 22 to 20 and 23. So Bullard basically said he expects, quote, fairly good economic performance in 22 and 23. And so that's good. He said he highlighted his belief Fed Reserve has a, quote, good plan in place for monetary place. Notes markets have priced in, quote, substantial monetary policy action. And so those are usually good signs, optimistic signs. And we have the SPY up to almost 406 right now, which is good. We'll see if we continue, but that's kind of what we got right now. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate the looking out. Hey, what's up, Ace and JB and Larry? Thank you guys. SPY SPY looking good. Yeah, SPY up to 406 today. Yeah, honestly, we needed this action too, man. We needed this bullish action. Like, the market needed it. But yeah, y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Definitely appreciate it. Let's keep growing. Apple and AMC are up. Yeah, what's AMC doing, man? I know everybody thought AMC was going to squeeze, and then it just kind of moved. Kind of came back down some yesterday. At least it's bounced back from its 970 lows down there. Yeah, y'all smashed that like. The earnings were okay for SNDL. They weren't great. I think SNDL had mixed results, if I remember correctly. So SNDL conference call today at 10:30. Yeah, Sundial put in first quarter sales of 17.6. Missed the 22.7 million estimate. So yeah, they had a little bit worse than expected results for SNDL. So they're down to 42.5 cents. 42.5 cents. There's JD up there. IDRA still testing highs, but yeah, here's SNDL. Still looking at like BBIG too. Apple, Disney. Disney's still at 106. I still really want to buy this dip, but I'm gonna wait, I guess. But I'm still pretty tempted to buy this dip. IDRA moving. AGRI is another one I'm watching. It's at 220s right now. MITQ pullback. Yeah, it was just earnings for MITQ, right? At 136. What are you guys watching the most right now? What's your top stock this morning and why? Let me know. Hey, what's up, Ado? Yeah, if you want to join the Discord, here's the link. You can always do !point Discord and it'll drop a link in the chat. Baba just bought Shop? Is it really? Yeah, JD.com reported numbers. JD dropped first quarter fiscal year 22 growth of 18% year over year. And here's the Walmart numbers. Yeah, I feel you. I'm looking at Mullen. Why? Because I have a bunch of shares. Hey, good luck, dude. Hope you make money, bro. Truly do. Hope you do, man. AGRI just popped up a little bit. What 4 stocks do you want me to have up? That's a good question. What 4 stocks do you want up on screen? AGRI popping back up. We got the SPY at 405.50s. JD bouncing a little bit at 55s. Walmart at 139.20s. 139.30s. VERU. It's at 13.30s. Yeah, we're watching VERU, big ramp ups. If we look at VERU here, pretty big ramp ups, up to 1330s. Walmart, SoFi, IMPP. Twitter, yeah, Twitter's moving some here too. There's VERU. It looks good. It's volatile, which is what we want. There's Twitter. Twitter at 3670s. Are y'all buying the Twitter dip? Somebody told me there was some news for Twitter too. All right, so Twitter is in a tough spot as there's a 60% chance Elon walks away from the deal. Elon Musk says the number of Twitter bots is, quote, unknowable as the human soul, basically. I wonder how much puts of Twitter are right now. Let's see. Are they really this cheap? You could buy a May 20th put for $36.50 for $100. That's going to change once the market opens. Let's see like a longer term, like July put option. It's about, no, it's not that bad really. A $36 July put option. That seems very cheap, right? I might buy me a put, man. You know, I mean, what do you guys think? Do y'all think the Twitter deal will go through? It's at 3704s right now. 3704s. Do y'all think the Twitter deal is going to go through? MITQSB, one of the 4 stocks on watch, in my opinion, already has traded 4.5 million shares. Yeah, for sure. We're definitely watching MITQ. I mean, it dropped earnings is what happened. So this reported earnings, but as the slowdown happens, it might kind of trend down with earnings. SPY is actually ramping up to 406.20s right now, guys. So here's the SPY ramping up. It's at 406.20s. Yeah. I don't know. That's my honest answer. Hey, well, we appreciate it, eBay. You have already missed a lot of downside moves. Well, here's the thing, though, right? Like, here's the reality with Twitter. Okay, here's the reason why a put option doesn't seem like a horrible idea. All right, so let's say the deal fails, right? And the Twitter deal does not go through. You know, you can spend $300 on a put option and rake in money if the deal fails. Right, and then if the deal does go through, then you lose. You lose what you pay for the option, but it's not substantial. It's $300, and I think the likelihood of success is higher than that. But again, I don't know. It's all speculated. I would have to wait until the open to see what Twitter put options are going to really be, because right now I see a bid of 284, so $280 to get one contract doesn't seem horrible. If it's a July 22nd, 36 strike price put option. Now, again, maybe not. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But that doesn't seem that bad to me. But again, it's something that we got to wait until the opening bell to see. Your downside is known 0. The upside is limitless. Sure, but what's the likelihood of success, though? I think a lot of people are worried about a lot of people are questioning the likelihood of success with Twitter's deal. Now, again, it doesn't mean, I just think that the sentiment seems to be changing with the Twitter deal going through. And I think if the Twitter deal fails, we're obviously going to get a big parabolic drop when that announcement comes out. And if I can hold a put option into that, then it seems like a good idea. If I'm only risking $300, it seems like a pretty big upside, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm not really much of an options trader. Whenever you buy an option on TOS, it shows what the break-even price to expiration is. Nice. And these might not even be the real numbers, though. I might have to wait a little bit until they get the real numbers. No, you can't trade option pre-market. MITQ, IMPP. Yeah, a lot of people talking about the IMPP option here. IMPP announced an offering. You can see it's down to 42 cents per share with IMPP. Yeah, but Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, though, Chris, like I said, it's $300. It's less than that. It's actually $280, and so a $280 risk, while it's and it's probably not even risking that much. You know, if it doesn't look good within a month, I could probably sell it and maybe lose 60% of the value, but I'd still make back maybe $100 on it or something like that. You know, and so I don't think that's a horrible idea, but maybe I'm not. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Well, this isn't a stock. This is a put option. Yeah, that's exactly right, John. The question is, if the deal fails, does Elon go hard on Twitter? I don't know. Um, Guys, I'm talking about options here. I'm not talking about shares. I'm talking about buying a put option. Somebody would definitely buy it, I think. Yeah. IMPPs. I think it's the third offering this year for IMPP, but I'm not 100% sure. What's your thoughts on Mullen? I don't know for Mullen. Mullen, the problem is that the dilution of Mullen has been so heavy that it's just hard to really get an accurate prediction of what we think is going to happen with it. Again, the dilution has just been so heavy here. I believe with Mullen. Yeah, Mullen has currently about 300 million shares out there, and the range is tiny. Even on really good days, like I think most people would consider yesterday a really good day for Mullen, it's up 17 cents. You know, so it's just, you know, whenever it's diluted this much, it barcodes. Like, look at this barcoding. And so that's the problem with Mullen, is that it's just been diluted. You know, it's got almost 300 million shares in the float. It's got a really high short float percentage, and so it could squeeze up if it gets some good volume, but the float's pretty large for that. You know, there's about 38 million short float, 14%. But again, the problem with Mullen I see is the range. You know, range is very small, which means a heavy dilution. You know, so I mean, well, who knows? How should we play the BBIG Tide situation? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I think that again, I'm not saying that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just saying, who knows? I'll put it this way. I'm gonna look at the prices of options at the opening bell for Twitter and see if I can buy a put option. Yeah, so Smokey says, I have been watching more of these offerings lately, and I see that many times the price tanks to well below what the sale of the offering will be. I wonder if I should move in. No, I mean, I certainly take long-term trades, Larry. Most of the time, I just don't do it on TD Ameritrade. And so while y'all might be used to me trading very short-term, I do take long-term positions, and I have taken long-term option trades. Like in the original C crash in 2020, I bought United Airlines, held it for almost a month. I bought MGM, held it for a decent amount of time, and so I do hold things longer term. Just in my TD Ameritrade account, I try to keep it just purely day trading, but you know I do both. I do hold it for a significant amount of time as well. But no, what I was going to say, Smokey, is I've been watching more of these offerings lately, and I see that many times the price takes to well below what the sale price of the offering will be. I wonder if I should move in. The problem with these type of offerings is not just the offering. It's not just the dilution with companies like IMPP. It's what this type of dilution says about the overall health of the company. And so with IMPP here, yeah, it's an offering. It's not good. It dropped basically 50%. But what this really says about IMPP is that IMPP is not profitable. You know, this really says, that's what it says. It says IMPP is not profitable enough. And so they need to sell shares in order to make money because they are not making money elsewhere, is what this type of offering says. It means they have to dilute the current price of shares and dilute the current float of the stock in order to make money. So that it shows that they're desperate to make money, and that's a pretty bad bearish sign for a company like IMPP. It just means they're not profitable. It means they have to sell shares and dilute themselves in order to make money, and that's not good. You know, and I think that's really why whenever a company announces an offering, we get such a drastic move, is because people understand the ramifications of an offering. It means that the company's not necessarily profitable and that they have to sell shares and dilute themselves in order to regain some money. That's not good. Now, If it is a calculated offering from a large company, fine. You know, if it's a calculated offering from a large company, fine. But if it's the second or third offering this year, it's not good. Yeah, I remember Kodak, man. Kodak flew and went absolutely nuts, man. I remember that. All right, team. All right, guys. So the SPY's at 405.60s. We got JD at 55.80s. Walmart pushing down to 138.20s. All right, guys. All right, guys. So SPY back up to 406.10s. SPY back up to 406.10s. Yeah, all good, Smokey. All good, brother. Yeah, but it just means they're not making enough money, you know. One of the IMPP offerings this year was bullish because they stated that the offering is to buy another oil tanker to increase revenues and give them more options. Yeah, for sure, 100%. You know. Hey, what's up, Vinny? My man. CTB 950 mean for Redbox. I'm not sure. You have to look that up. Those type of abbreviations. I know every time the price doesn't rebound after an offering, everyone starts crying manipulation. Yeah, bro. Honestly, I've seen a lot in the last... Dude, I've seen it so much, man. Over the last, year, bro, every time anybody's wrong about any stock, they cry manipulation. It's starting to get really old. It's just a scapegoat. You know, hey, you know, I was wrong about the stock and it went down. It must be manipulation. Well, maybe you were just wrong about the company as a whole. And I'm not saying you, Smokey. I'm saying I heard this earlier from a different company. But it's people got to consider you might just be wrong. You know, you might be wrong about the stock. You know, you might be bullish in a stock that failed. The stock that you bet on might not be a good stock. And, you know, the trends might have changed, you know, and all this stuff. And so, you know, we saw it a little bit ago with the guy with Funko Pop, FNKO, and he was just super emotional. We eventually had to ban him. But, you know, anytime Funko would drop, manipulation. But anytime it would go up, you know, it's so strong. It's just people are so emotional about their own positions. It's one of the things, if you want to be a good trader, check yourself out of that behavior. You know, check yourself out of that behavior, everybody. Because there's no need to be. You know, in the end, everybody's going to be wrong. I'm going to be certainly wrong. I called GameStop short at $4. You know, so I was super wrong there. But my point is that everybody's wrong about specific things, and that's okay. You know. Yeah, the freaking Funko Pop guy. Yeah, you got to lose the emotion. You got to look at it objectively, and you got to understand that you're going to be wrong about things. It's inevitable. Yeah, like I said, he was like the 40-year-old version, but with Funko Pops. You know. That was him. Cheers to him. Hey, nice, Smokey. Congrats, man. That's dope. Yeah, IDRA. We're looking at IDRA. But yeah, there's IMPP. Here's IDRA too. IDRA. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, IDRA up to 57. It still looks good. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. SPY creeping back up. Walmart back up to almost 139. AGRI back over VWAP as well. VERU at 1330. So we're still watching that too. World's top 3 most emotional traders in the world right now, Tanvir. You know, brother. You know, man. Hey, what's up, Mike? What's up, Miguel? Hope you're doing good, bro. BBIG. Yeah, we're watching BBIG. We'll see if it moves today, though. You know, it's up to 275. It's starting to creep. Hey, look at BBIG here. It's starting to creep up. 275s for BBIG. Is it time? Is it time for BBIG, guys? Let me know. All right, guys. BBIG technically green on the day. Watching BBIG here. It does have some movement. Hopefully it continues. We got SNDL coming out with stuff as well. They had some earnings yesterday. Yeah, BBIG up to 270s, guys. Ramp it up here. Walmart up to 139.40s. Yeah, BBIG up to 270s. Are you buying this dip in BBIG? Let me know. Mullen popped. Most all day trade stocks are crap stocks. Great for day trading. Beyond that, to people who hold more than minutes. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's kind of how it goes, you know. Mullen. Yeah, Mullen's ramping up. Will this kind of move continue, guys? Let me know. All right, watching IDO, watching AGRI. Did we even plug HD? I don't think we did. Yeah. All right. Mullen ramping up. Watching MITQ as well. Watching Redbox too, but Redbox has been kind of slow. SPY up to 406.50s here, starting to look good. BBIG is up there too. Hey, what's up, Clinton? What's the question, brother? Buying Shopify if it dips. Sorry, I gotta catch back with. What's up, Clinton? What's the question, brother? TNXP. I see TNXP. All right, guys. So BBIG is now currently testing the previous close right around 270s. 270s is the previous closing price. So that's the level at which BBIG goes from green to red and red to green on the day. And so that's a level that we're definitely paying attention to. Here is another one we're watching is Mullen. People just brought up Mullen, and Mullen's up to 121s as well. Yeah, TNXP looks like it was TNXP is looks like a split of some sort. So it looks like a split. Yeah, this is almost certainly a split for TNXP. Hey, my man, Randy says the main reason I watch the main reason why I came back to watch your streams is because you help us keep being focused and not making stupid risky trades. 100%, man. And some people appreciate it, and the people that are still stuck in it don't. And so I appreciate you, brother. I really do, man. Most people, like, it feels really good to get positive feedback here, because you know how it goes, man. Again, what I always try to tell people is kind of like a pyramid scheme. Like, sometimes when you try to talk people out of a pyramid scheme, they get mad at you for it, even though it's completely unreasonable to get mad at you. Sometimes people just can't handle their emotions, and so they get mad at you for it. And so that's kind of happened a lot in day trading. When I try to tell people the realities of it, sometimes they get mad at me because I'm attacking their dreams. I'm shattering their dreams. You know, I'm the dream shatterer, John, over here, top 3 at least. But no, so sometimes they get mad at me for it. And so it feels good to see traders that actually recognize what I'm trying to show them. You know, sometimes it's not easy to hear because, you know how the guru culture is, where people just get super excited. They think that they're just going to take $2,000 and that they're going to turn that $2,000 into $100K, and they're going to show their family how smart they are and how good of a trader they are, and they're going to ride off into the sunset in their Ferrari, you know. And so when I come around and I'm like, hey, that's not going to happen. You know, you'll probably statistically more likely to lose money. And if you spend money on a course, that's just going to be more money you lose, you know. And so when I come along like that, usually it's not easy for some really emotional people to hear. You know what I mean? And so they get mad at me for it, but in the end, y'all know the truth. BBIG down at 270s, 270s. Yeah, I got you, Jason. I don't care what John says. Funko Pop is going to do great. It might, right? Listen, it really might, bro. I really don't know, man. I think that, again, I think that there's a chance that it succeeds, but I think because it's a trending, seasonal, not seasonal, but more so a trending toy company, that long-term holding, and when I say long-term, I mean like 10 years, 5-10 years, I think there's vulnerabilities there because I think trends change. And, toy companies have a hard time holding market relevance for that long. And so I think that, I'm not saying it will fail. I really don't know. I'm just guessing, as always. I really have no idea. You might be right. It might succeed long term. But I think the vulnerability there in terms of what the brand is too much for me to consider investing long term. But big risk, big reward. If it does do well, then you might make a bunch of money. You know what I mean? But it's just not enough. It's not safe enough for me to consider holding it that long. Short term, I think it'll do great, just like Lululemon. But long term, not so much. Yeah, statistically more likely to drive into the sunset with a Honda. That's right. Hey, Yeah, well said, John. Same thing about not getting into courses. Yeah, man, you know how it goes. Like, in order to talk somebody into spending $2,000 on a prepaid course that 1,000 plus other people have already seen, in order to talk somebody into paying that, you have to give them unrealistic expectations. You got to say, yeah, man, this is great. You're just going to get rich. You're just going to get rich and show everybody how smart you are. In fact, those people will probably instead look at you like, man, you just lost a bunch of money, bro. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to hear it. Dude, high-end days are dope. Yeah, it's a collectible item. I grew up in the Beanie Baby age. I grew up watching Beanie Babies lose all of their value. They're virtually worthless now, And just to clarify, I like Hondas. I like high-end days as well. High-end day used to have that tuner car that everybody souped up. I always loved it. Never got one. Yeah, hey, bro, I ban everybody out here, dude. I have a Beanie Baby sitting on my shelf. Hey, listen, And just to clarify, my daughter likes Funko Pops. Like, I probably spend more money on Funko Pops than y'all really realize. Maybe I'm just bitter, But my daughter buys all the Funko Pops. She just bought Ned from from Spider-Man. And so my daughter is into Funko Pops. She doesn't open them either. She saves them in the box. And so we'll see who's smart and who's not. When my daughter gets rich in 20 years collecting Funko Pops, I'm going to be finding this stream and making fun of myself. Yeah, it was a Tiburon, I think it was what it was. Pawn. Yeah, it was. It was a Tiburon. I always loved the Tiburons, man. They were dope. V6, 4-cylinder, 2.0 liter. Not a ton of horsepower, but it looks like they were light. All right, guys. So, yeah, mulling up, BBIG up to 270, SPY up to 406s. What are you guys watching right now? TNXP consolidating after a split. AGRI trying to make moves. Yeah, for sure, John. 100%, bro. Listen, I think there's times and places to gamble in the stock market. I really do. I think there's a time and place for it. I think the time for gambling is after you've built up a cushion, I think the time and place for it is after you've built up a cushion. Listen, if you build up a cushion of $300-$400, swing for the fences, man. I'm not mad at you for it. Do it. I think that's some of the best times. That's when I swing. I swing big and gamble a little bit and take some riskier trades. Once I built up a cushion of profit on the day, right? Prior to me building that cushion, I'm very safe and calculated and trade small. But once I build up that cushion, then I open up a little bit and I can trade a little bit heavier, and that's fine. But there's a time and place for it. Hey, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, Max, I'm still waiting for my BMW, bro. Hindenburg says they closed their Twitter store. They called the meltdown early and hinted to us that he could get it at a better price. Yeah, maybe, bro. Hey, nice. I'll have to check it out, Pawn. I always like those cars. Yeah. Hey. AGRI trying to creep up over VWAP here. Walmart at 138.60s. BBIG still trying. Mullen still trying. SPY is up to 406.30s. Yeah, we're still watching MITQ. Watching that one too. It's a beautiful day. Yes, sir. NC. And like, really, guys, I'm just trying to look out for traders. Like, I really could be a sleazy guru if I wanted to, man. Like, with the amount of stock knowledge that I have, and specifically day trading knowledge, and with the following that I have, if I really wanted to be sleazy and sell a course for $1,000 and go the sleazy guru route, I could probably do so pretty easily and make millions of dollars from it, you know, realistically. But I don't, because I make enough giving away everything for free and not claiming to be an expert. And so, like, I make enough to do it. And in order to morally justify running this YouTube channel and live stream, I got to really look out for traders, even if that means slower growth, even if that means less money, because I'd rather help traders, truly help them, not just pretend to help them and then rip them off and take advantage of their, naive mindsets. Instead, I'd rather just be real with them. Even if I don't grow as fast, even if we get less viewers and grow a smaller following, I'd rather just be real. No, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably really feel bad about it. Where now I feel great about this YouTube community. Good group of traders here. We truly have a good group of traders that I appreciate. And we can all learn and grow together without pressure. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Any update on SNDL? Yeah, SNDL had mixed numbers here. Mixed numbers. Here's SNDL right here. So SNDL had mixed numbers. It's currently at 43 cents. We're watching it for volatility today, but who knows what we'll get. Who knows? PPSI? Yeah, we're watching that. It's kind of weird though. PPSI gapped and then slowed down and then started to regain some volatility today. The problem is that it's just a little bit choppy. It's sideways. It does have some ranges that we can break though. So if we're looking at PPSI here, if we break some of these levels, it still might look good. There's SNDL bump up a little bit to about 44 cents. But no, if we look at PPSI, we got some top of the range levels that we can watch for, like $4. We break over that, it could get interesting. 420, we break over 420, the pre-market high, it could get interesting as well. Yeah, well, I think we've got a good group of people here. I'm not saying everybody's great traders, because frankly, some of you guys aren't. But like, in the end, it's not about good or bad. My goal is to have the least amount of pressure. Like, we're just trying to be free. We're just a free resourcing community. It's one of the reasons, like, I get a lot of people that try to pull me in a lot of different directions, but I just want to be free. Like, I just want to be a free resourcing community, and I'm happy with it this way. Yeah, y'all are getting better for sure. All right, so SNDL, ramp it up over 44 cents. Yeah, just trying to have fun losing money together. One click at a time. One click at a time, sir. Any idea from DTST from yesterday? It goes up with AGRI. I don't know enough about DTST. I see it dipping down some. But, at the very least, we could watch to see if it holds these gains here. So, like, here's DTST. At the very least, we could see if it holds these gains. The big thing to watch for with any of this stuff is how well does it hold its gains, right? Here's the gains it made yesterday. It started off at 270s or 220s, went all the way to 380s, Now, how well does it hold its gains? So I think $3 is a big level. I think $3 is the most important level. It's impactful. It's psychological level, and I think that's what I'm watching the most for DTST. Yeah, for sure. Walmart earnings miss is, I think Walmart as a company needs to really evolve. I think Walmart's biggest threat currently, number one, I think Walmart might be a little extended on the downside. I think buying the dip kind of makes sense, but I also think it depends on what the market does. And I don't know. I really don't know what Walmart's going to do. I'm not trying to claim to. But yeah, we're watching it, and we'll see what happens. Just kind of waiting to see how the market responds to Walmart. But no, I think what Walmart needs to do as a company is, I think Walmart's biggest threat is mail order groceries. I think Walmart needs to build that infrastructure. And I know Chris was talking about it earlier. They already have to a certain extent. But I think Walmart's biggest threat right now is mail order groceries. And I think people are I think in 20 years, nobody's going to be going to the grocery store. I think people might go to the grocery store in 20 years, but I think it's going to be the minority of people. I think it's certainly not going to be the majority of people that go to the grocery store in 20 years. I think most people are going to have, and most people already have to a certain extent, have their groceries delivered to their door already. And I think if Walmart isn't careful, Amazon will make them obsolete. And I know that's a big statement to make, but I think if Walmart's not careful, what Amazon did with shipping is Amazon did exactly if you know your business, Amazon did exactly what Rockefeller did in the early 1900s. They cornered the market to where, Amazon started being their own carrier, their own shipping service, right? And at first, it's not profitable, of course, but over time, they become more efficient at it, and they start to make money in different ways. And, now Amazon will have things to your doorstep, within a day, prime shipping, very efficient, the most efficient shipper by far. Now, I think they can do the same thing for groceries. They already have the shipping infrastructure. And Walmart really needs to evolve as a company and understand that dynamic, in my opinion, if they want to be successful. I think Walmart is fine right now, clearly. But I think in 20 years, people aren't going to use them like that. And I think they need to really build up that type of base in terms of shipping and in terms of delivery groceries. But who knows? Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, AMD making moves. Ape is back over $9, which is great. AMD up to $98 a share. Let's see if it can break 100. SPY doing really well. SPY's up to 406. So SPY's doing great, to be honest, right now. Yeah, for sure, Roger. But again, I think what happens, and I'm not saying anybody here, but I think what happens is you have the older population that say, "Oh, well, this could never happen. This will never happen." Same thing people said about books, right? Like back in the day, people said, "Oh, well, ebooks will never take over because, I like reading physical books." And that's true. You might have a small percentage of people that want to do the grocery shopping themselves and that want to use physical books, right? But it's not going to prop up the entire business. And so I think in 20 years, everybody's going to have their groceries delivered to them. And I think that's a self-evident trend. And so that I think whatever Walmart's got to do to be on the forefront of that is necessary right now. I think what Walmart does right now is going to dictate how they perform in the next century. And if they struggle, if they're not smart, then they're gonna struggle. Yeah. Yeah, people have stopped. Yeah, for sure. And I think it's going to continue to trend change over time. I think the percentage of people that get their groceries delivered is just going to go up and up. And I know Chris said I'm the guy that gets mad when my bread gets crushed, and that he'll never be the one that goes and he always gets his stuff himself. And I think that's true. And I think there's always going to be niche stores that allow you to do so. But I think over time, the bulk stores, the big stores like Walmart, all these big stores, I think most of them are going to offer delivery, and that's how a wide majority of people are going to get their food products. All right, guys, we got almost 200 likes. We got about 300 people here. We got about 6 minutes into the opening bell. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. I certainly appreciate it. Let's keep growing. Team, let's keep growing. All right, guys, we got BBIG at the 270s. Mullen up there. Walmart at 137s. Most of you know my son is battling leukemia and only has 4 weeks of treatment before he rings the bell. Hey, that's awesome, Rick. I'm happy for you, brother. That's great, man. Congrats, dude. I really am against the whole drone scrutiny state, but I find myself in favor of drone agriculture and delivery. Huge liberation of human time and implied by both. Yeah, honestly, I'm one of those people. I absolutely hate the grocery store. Absolutely hate the grocery store. The grocery store is my arch nemesis in terms of like my everyday life. I freaking hate it. Carol is the exact opposite. Carol freaking loves the grocery store. She will go to the grocery store and just pile a cart full of stuff. I absolutely hate the grocery store. It's literally my most hated place to go ever. You know, partly because I'm buying everything, and so Carol just fills the cart up, and like I'm cheap, you know. But number two is just because I hate the grocery store. It takes too much time. You always go in for one thing, you end up getting a million other things. If you're hungry, you just end up overbuying. And so I absolutely hate the grocery store. So I'm one of those people that I'm gonna get my stuff delivered. You know, screw the grocery store. Yeah, everybody give my man Rick congratulations for his kid, man. That's great, dude. That's awesome, man. No, you're not weird, Chris. Carol loves going, bro. She just loves the grocery store. I hate it. My son hates it with me. My daughter likes it sometimes. All right, guys. Hey. Yeah, Chris. Been there, man. You know? You have to stick to a list. Yeah, but bro, Carol does not get a list. I'll give Carol a limit. I'll be like, yo, go to the store. Don't spend over $150. And she'll go there and she'll be like, oh, but they had these new empanadas. And these empanadas are there. And they're just great. That's what she'll do. All right, guys. Yeah, Home Depot's dope. I like Home Depot. Hey, baby. What you doing, Rosie? Rosie's staring at me. Hey, you as well, Carol. I'm like, Kelly, sorry. Yeah. All right, guys. Mullen. BBIG testing previous close. S&DL at 44s. Walmart down to 137s. AMD testing $98 a share. Let's do this, guys. Good luck. Hopefully make some money today. We'll try. All right, guys, less than a minute. Less than a minute. Let's do this, guys. Good luck. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Watching BBIG, S&DL, Mullen, Walmart, PPSI, IMPP, MITQ. Just a lot of stuff we're watching, guys. Here's IMPP offering news. Just a lot of stuff. All right, guys, here's the bell. Good luck, team. All right, so there's the opening bell. We got S&DL on the move. We got Walmart back up to 137s or so, 137s. Mullen, SoFi, BBIG, Redbox. Hey. Yeah. Good luck. All right, let's do this, guys. AMD up to 98.40s, 98.40s for AMD. Big rip. Oh. All right, guys. So far we got S&DL on the move. We got S&DL making pops up to 44 cents. We got Mullen up there. So far IMPP hasn't done much. We're still looking at MITQ. MITQ at 138. We got the SPY itself at 406, waiting for some consolidation to happen. Walmart testing lows down there at 136.40s. Mullen up there. BBIG down to 268s. For BBIG down to 268s. See if it makes a pop up or what happens here. All right, guys. Big pops, big moves here. In S&DL, kind of big moves, up to 44 cents. Neo moving. Yeah, AMD's up. Neo is popping up some. Here's BBIG. Walmart's up to 137s. 137s. Still trying to make moves. Kind of a slow day, to be honest here. There's not really much going on. All right, Neo flying up, guys. BBIG testing previous highs. So BBIG is testing the previous highs up there. We're letting things stabilize here. If y'all see anything big, let me know. I'm going to switch the scanners over to regular here so we can kind of watch to see what's going on. IDRA down. AUVI down. PPSI. PPSI trying to break highs. It's at 407s, 408s for PPSI. It's trying. All right, guys, so S&DL's kind of ripping up a little bit. We got JD.com. Neo absolutely flying up here. Look at Neo, NIO. Huge ramp up to 1570s here for Neo, 1570s. All right, so Neo still ramping up. Walmart, the SPY itself, mostly sideways trending here. Mostly sideways trending. All right, we just shorted a little bit of the SPY, just a piece. 25 shares. Let's see what this gives us, but just 25 shares. Shorting this little VWAP pop here, see if we get a flush or a rejection back down. If we break over the VWAP, we'll just cut it and let the small trade hold. Nice. All right, we're going to go ahead and cover a piece, catch that breakdown, 10 shares left. S&DL ramping up. We might actually add a little bit more to this, see what the market does. Looks like it might reverse, though, but we'll add a little bit of piece to this and see if we flush down here. 20 shares left. I'm trying to flush. I'm not really getting the big ramp up. Mostly a sideways open. And we do have the Fed speaking today. All right, there's a flush. Move right back. All right, about break even. All right, guys, so we got a nice move down. We're going to cover a piece of this here. We're kind of slowly being patient, riding this down, and we'll go ahead and cover the rest there. So we made about $11 from that trade. Pretty small. NEO pulling back a little bit. Walmart breaking lows, so the market's kind of breaking down, looking weak. SNDL is starting to ramp back up, though. It's at 46 cents. Walmart is up there, too. We're watching Mullen, which is trying to run a little bit, trying to run some, but very slow still. Watching BBIG as well at 280s. We might short it a little bit more into this pop. Add a little bit more. We'll quickly cover a piece. Add it right back here. 20 shares. Might keep adding to it too. Letting it stabilize, but we got a cushion on the day that we can add into and then basically bet that this downward action is going to continue. We got 30 shares now. 30 shares. Look at this. This looks strange, man. This is rebounded a lot relative to what this is. Is this a glitch? I mean, we'll add a little bit more here. One more bet that the market's going to continue down. What the heck, bro? This thing just refreshed all of a sudden. Okay. There's obviously some type of error, and we're getting delayed response from TD Ameritrade here. Look how delayed this is. We're getting delayed movement here. I'm trying to be patient here. We're still underneath the VWAP. So even though the price is a little bit delayed, I'm still waiting to see if we get a breakdown back there. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Looks like they fixed it a little bit, but still. Just waiting here, see if we get a test of lows. There we go. That's better. Let's see if we get the flush. Nice. Starting to break. Okay, we're going to cover a piece. 20 shares left. Riding the breakdown in the market. Go ahead and cover that too. All right, so we ended up making money there. So we're back up there here. We're going to add another 20 shares. See if we get the breakdown that we want. There we go. Got a nice quick breakdown here covering. Still writing it down. All right, so we're up about 20 on the day, a little bit under 20. Yeah, my TOS is glitching a little bit here. Walmart just dumping down here. BBIG broke highs. SNDL broke highs as well here. AGRI just ripped. So here's AGRI. I'm gonna buy 50 shares of this. Kind of a red to green cup and handle style breakout. We'll see if it holds. Of AGRI. A little bit of lag here. 100 shares of AGRI. We're in 100 shares now. See if we get a pop. Small range. NEO looks good. Watching the SPY really struggle to hold. Walmart's still breaking. All right, so we're actually scalping a little bit of the SPY right now too. So we're in the SPY. We're also in AGRI. All right, we're nailing the short covering. We'll go ahead and cover there. We're up about 24 on the day. NEO ramping up, breaking highs. Still in AGRI. We're going to let it test the VWAP here, see if it pops back up. All right, so we're slightly green in this now. BBIG ramping. There we go. All right, we'll take a little piece off here and then hold the rest in case we get a bigger move for AGRI here. But we're up 24 on the SPY. NEO ramping up highs. INDO popping up. Look at INDO here. Wow, look at INDO, guys. INDO is really ramping. It's up to 1850s. 1850s. So kind of crazy. Big ramp up here. Look at INDO. Huge rip. We actually just bought a little bit of the SPY, or not the SPY, of NEO here. We just bought a little bit of NEO on the dip. We're in 30 shares. We might add another 20. All right, so we're in 50 shares of NEO. Let's see if we get a pop. Is the range really this small on NEO? What's the range? I can't see it. Okay. Nice. So my AGR trade's doing well. Scalping out of the AGRI trade. We're in NEO right now. I might add some more. It's just not as big of a range as I thought it would be. This is 60 down here. INDO falling fast. Wow. SPY looking weak. We're going to short a little bit more into it. Maybe I should have added a little bit more of NEO. This is kind of a small position. Look at INDO pulling back here, guys. Wow. All right, so we made a little bit on AGRI. There we go. All right, scalping out of NEO here. Covered it. All right, so we're up pretty solid on the day right now. We're up about 40. Not bad for about 12 minutes after the open. All right, start to short a little bit heavier into the SPY here. Not going to hold this very long because this is consolidation trend, so if it rips up, it could rip up fast. We'll give it a second to see if it rejects at the VWAP, though. Man, look at SNDL breaking highs up to almost 50 cents. All right, another flush in the SPY. This is nice. I'm going to see if we get a flush here. A big upwick, I'll short heavier into it, too. I'm going to go ahead and add 5 shares just to get a 25 share max position here. Maybe help my entry a little bit. Consolidating right here. Looking to short the downward trend. If we break over this high, easy exit for me. All right, trying to pop. INDO, big rip. NEO still looking very strong. All right, the longer we consolidate here, the more I'm likely to cut this. Yeah, I'm going to cut it. So we lost $7 or $8 there. But SPY looks like it might be trying to pull a red to green move here. Look at the break. Yeah, so the SPY looks like it might be trying to change. Not too bad. Yeah, NEO ramping up. Still making moves too. INDO up there. SNDL still consolidating at these tops. At 47 over the previous closing price. INDO flying up though at 1860s here, and NEO breaking highs at 1601s. Man, NEO still topping, breaking highs again. All right, so the market looks like it wants to turn, but we gotta wait now. SNDL, INDO, NEO still all ramping up. Still got 300 people here, so hey, I appreciate all you guys. Bitcoin pumping up too, man. Hey, you love to see it. SPY rejected quickly. SPY rejected quickly. So we'll get ready to potentially short some more of this, especially if we get a new candle open up. NEO still up at those highs. We might attack that again too. We just need a new candle to open up on the SPY, which is happening right now. And then we'll quickly short into this. 25 shares. See if we get a flush down. Nice. Covered it, made our money right back. I like this downward action. So we're going to short a little bit more into the upwick. There we go. Going to pop down. We'll cover some more in that. Neo still ramping up. Man, look at AGRI dump. No longer holding my piece there, so that's good. Fed meeting at 2. Yeah, see that. All right, so we're going to short the SPY here. We're going to take 50 shares. Let's see if we get a big flush down. That's what we want. All right, we're going to cover a piece. Still riding it down some. There we go, another big flush. All right, so we're up 31 on the SPY itself. Currently up about $50 on the day. Mullen, is it trying? There's INDO. Neo pulling back some here. Here's Mullen. Mullen's over VWAP. It's trying to hold. We're going to short a little bit more into the SPY. Just a little bit. In case we get like a big breakdown here, 10 shares will be sufficient. Walmart is breaking down with the market. It's one of the reasons the market's getting dragged down is from Walmart. All right, so we're in our 10 shares here. We'll add one more 10 share position to this, and we'll cut it if we are down under $25 on the profit on the day for this. All right, so we're in 20 shares. We're going to get ready for 10 share increments if we start to cut. Yeah, there we go. We're in profit. See if we break down some more. Nice. Looking weak. We'll cut a little piece just to protect the trade. 10 shares left. You'd love to see it. All right, capitalizing on it. We're going to cover another piece. I hope you guys can see kind of my lines. My mindset revolves around risk and reward here. Wait, I didn't exit the full position. I only got out of 10 shares. Oh, well. But yeah, there's the breakdown. So SPY breaking down. We're up over 50 on the day now. Over 50 on the day. All right, guys, market's looking weak. We're going to short into this little pop here. All right, guys, we're in small. We might add another 10 shares here after this pop. 20 shares fully on the SPY. SNDL starting to ramp up. Walmart breaking down some here. And we're not going to hold this 20 share position forever. Here, we'll cut it. So small loss there. Still up nicely on the day, about a little bit over 50. All right, guys, so it looks like I got faked out a little bit there, but that's okay. You know, it is what it is. It's all good. All right, starting to get a breakdown. We'll see what we get. SPY breaking down. Walmart testing lows here. Mullen still failing. Walmart up there. And then we got INDO and like BBIG both struggling here. So penny stocks are taking a dive. We're still up really nicely on the SPY itself. And yeah, we'll wait now. SPY rebounding a little bit here. We might short into this little pop too. 20 shares. Maybe go with like a 50 share position if we start to set up well enough. And if not, we'll just cover quickly if we start to get too deep into profit to make it worthwhile to. All right, we'll cover a piece, protect the trade. Keep writing this down with 10 shares. We might actually add it back if we move back up. All right, so we're starting to creep back up. We'll add a little bit more now that we have this upwick. This little upwick here is pretty telling, I think. See if we get a flush. 20 shares now. Looking for red action. There we go. About break even here on the rest. We'll add another 10. Looking for a flush down to 405s right there. So getting a big pop. We got one more second. We'll let it work and then cut it if it breaks. All right, yeah, we're going to go ahead and cut this. Get out there. Maybe the market will set us up for something well. Walmart's still testing those lows here. So we're still watching that. NEO is just ramping up. NEO's ramping up. We did get a big pop in INDO as well. Up to 1820s, but still got a ways to go. All right, there's an upwick. We'll short that. All right, we're going to go ahead and cover back into that. So we just covered there. All right, big breakdown in the market. Big drop. Getting some big drops here now, so we'll see if it holds though. I mean, I don't know if it'll hold. Not right now. We're just kind of chilling, waiting here to see what we can get. Bullish or bearish right now? Green or red so far, team? Green or red? All right. So if we get a little pop here, I think we might test lows again. So we're gonna get 15 shares. Hey, IMPP up. Yeah, INDO is trying to move. IMPP is ramping up. Wow, look at IMPP. Very cheap on the day, but look at the rebound here from the offering. All right, so it looks like we're going to move down to test these lows. We're going to add a little more to this, 30 shares. Cover a little piece here. We'll continue to add if we pop back up here. If we break this level up here, like this level right here, then we'll just cut it. And we'll keep adding to it, anticipating a breakdown of the lows, or at least hoping that's what we get. 30 shares. See if we start testing these lows down here is what we want. There we go. We're starting to move closer to it. Nice. All right, we'll cover a piece. 15 shares left. I hope you guys see, like, the long-term direction of my profit is up. We might have a losing trade or two that we, kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. We make money, we lose a little bit. We make more money, we lose a little bit. We make more money, we lose a little bit. And so the long-term direction of my account is green. So look, we're going to go ahead and cut up there. Up about $40 alone on the SPY. AGRI just popped up. Green, green, green. Hey, nice, guys. NEO finally pulling back some. SPY breaking down. But yeah, we're up over 50 on the day. We're up closer to 60. Hey, what's up, Tiny? SNDL ramping up, looking very strong today. Very strong. He asked if I could stay a while. I'm living that high life. Time to catch a flight, but you can make me go. Unlocking all the memories of my new home. Ventilated echoes playing to and fro. Back and forth, yeah. Caught some kids dancing in the alleyway. Crazy how the melodies began to play, yeah. All right, guys. IMPP is ramping up after this offering. SPY is breaking down back down to 405s. All right, guys, we got a little pop in the SPY. We're going to add 15 shares here. 15, just small. We're not going to add more to this now. I'm not confident enough in the direction. I think we might be a little oversold. And yeah, there's a big pop back. We'll give it 1 second to see if it rejects here, which it could. All right, guys, so the SPY is starting to break down here. We'll see if it starts to break down more. We are actually break even on the day now. And so we're at 404.70s, 404.80s. So we're break even on this trade. I mean, not on the day. We're green on the day. Still waiting here. I could add some more to this now. I actually like the ad a little bit better. So we're going to get 30 shares. And looks like we're going to get squeezed out. And yeah, we're going to cut that. All right, so we're still up 30 on the day. Lost about $8 there, but that's fine. All right, guys, so we're just hanging out here, waiting for something to show up and happen. Market's starting to come back. We'll add 30 shares here. I think it's a risky bet, though. We'll give it a chance to break down here. There we go. If we really start to flush, that'll be good for us. But we also got to understand that the likelihood of success is low on this trade, I think. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. I'm just basically betting that this downtrend is going to continue. 30 shares. Gonna have to cut it now. And we'll wait. We'll wait now. All right, guys, so the market is trying to break down. We're going to wait and see if it regains a little bit. Wow, look at INDO, guys. INDO up there to 1950s, 1960s. So absolute craziness for INDO. SPY starting to come back here. We're going to short into this little pop. 15 shares. INDO rip here, guys. Absolute rip. Yeah, starting to give some of my gains back. It looks like the market's not really trending super well for me anymore. We'll give it 1 more second. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait now. Too much risk. I mean, we're still very green on the day. Don't get me wrong. You know, we're still up $30, $40. But we got to just wait now. INDO flying up the 1970s. NEO breaking high. So NEO is actually ramping up too. Market rebounding here. See the market flushes here. It's trying. Still moving up. INDO flying, AMD. Yeah, we're looking at AMD. We're looking at all these. Oil is mostly ripping right now. So oil popping up. Looks good. SPY kind of testing previous highs up there at 405. So we'll see if it breaks. INDO still popping up. Look at INDO. We got to just wait now. We're middle range. We're still very green on the day, and we've got a cushion now. And so we're just got a middle range. We got to wait for something to show up because currently we're just kind of hanging out here. Being patient. Y'all green or red so far today? I'm green. You green or red so far today, guys? Let me know. SPY consolidating at VWAP. Green, green, green. Hey, that's nice to see. Most people are green today. Congrats. Good trades, guys. Good trades. Red started bad on IDRA and pre. That happens, brother. Don't stress it. All right, SPY starting to head up. Are we going to reverse and end green today, guys? Let me know. Market testing highs. Q, SPY both bouncing back some. INDO making moves. CEI is oil, but CEI is just cheap, cheap, cheap. You know. Wait to see how the market responds to everything here. SPY testing 406s. We haven't really traded it since it started to test those upward trends. So we're just kind of hanging out and sitting back. We'll see what we get. We're watching the Q, tech heavy Q. It's starting to break a little bit. INDO finally dipping down to 1950s. PPSI. Man, PPSI's got a long way to go. It's got to get over 4. We'll see. So we'll see. You know, it's got to get over 4. SPY rejecting at VWAP, breaking down some here. I might short into this pop. 15 shares. Small. And we're getting a huge rip back up. So I guess we're going to cover. Yeah, markets just, we're mostly sideways today. We just got to wait for that trend to break. SNDL starting to come back. It looks like the market wants to ramp up and turn green. But who knows? It all depends on what the SPY can do here. And overall, I want the market to be green. Even though I make more money on the downside shorting, I do want the market to do well. Kind of a big upwick on the SPY could indicate some weakness, but we got to wait here. It's middle range, so we don't have anything perfect to attack yet. Turnaround Tuesday in effect? Maybe, bro. Yeah, market looks good. Roblox down, CVX, IDRA. What did IDRA do? I'm guessing IDRA just dumped. Didn't do anything. Yep. It's kind of how penny stocks go, you know. They very rarely hold their gains. Most of the time they fail. IQ? What are you guys watching today? SPY rejecting at VWAP, starting to break. Still kind of sitting, waiting, wishing, you know. IQ, HUSA. Yeah, HUSA is mostly oil, right? Walmart bouncing at the low. SPY continuing to break. Continuing to break on the downside. Which is good. I mean, if we're going short. But we got to just wait. Patience here, I think, is important. Market's starting to break. It's having a hard time really finding out which way it wants to go. Nice. Shorting the Q here on this big breakdown. Might add some more to it on a pop. We'll see. We'll add some more 50 shares to the Q. See if we can ride a real firm breakdown. All right, we're covering a piece, 25 shares. Still riding the breakdown, 10 shares. And we'll go ahead and cover there at the bottom. Maybe about $18 from that trade, not bad. SoFi, Ford mainly going to practice vertical options on my paper account. Hey, good luck, Tiny. Yeah, Ford's not bad. I know you like Ford. It's an interesting stock to watch. Market breaking lows. Market breaking lows. John, notice you almost always short the SPY no matter what. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you're really paying attention though, Larry. Most of the time, it's dependent on the direction, right? So the reason we're shorting the SPY or the Q today is because since the opening bell, the SPY and Q is mostly under VWAP. If the on days where the SPY and it's all good, but I'm just kind of explaining how I trade. So on days where the SPY moves up, I'm almost always going long. And so it really depends. If the SPY is over VWAP, I go long. If the SPY is under VWAP, I go short. It's really the easy way to figure out kind of what my bias is. I'm just trading the trend. I'm trading the trend of the SPY. And so if the SPY is trending up, I attack it on the upside. If the SPY is trending down, we attack it on the downside. I think the reason you probably think I'm mostly short the SPY is because, well, the SPY has been sideways or down for the last few weeks. And so that's probably why, is that you just mostly see me short because market's been down a lot. But if the market goes up, I'll take a long position too, you know. INDO at 1930s, we're looking at that. I might short the SPY here on this pop. But yeah, we're mostly just down on the day. And so I'm shorting the weak bearish action. Look at this market order not getting filled on TOS. Strange. Yeah, no, it's all good, brother. It's all good, man. I know you're not critiquing. You were just making, you were just. Hold on. So we're short the SPY. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cover there. But yeah, we're really just trading with the trend. That's all we ever really do, is just attack the specific trend. Bobby's not currently working for me. Bobby was just an IC. He was an independent contractor. And so he just did contract work for the channel. And we might use him again in the future. But for now, we're just hanging out. We're not always going to need an IC. It's just going to be occasionally. Bobby's still friends with him. Good dude. But yeah, just not working with an IC right now. So why do you always short the SPY and Apple? I mean, I don't short Apple. I think I made more money long on Apple yesterday, I think. More so than short. Again, I attack the market in whatever trend is currently showing. The way I tell is I look at the VWAP. If you look at the VWAP and the SPY is under VWAP, I'm most likely attacking a downward trend. If you look at the VWAP and Apple or the SPY are above VWAP, then I'm most likely attacking an upward trend. It really just depends on which direction. Yeah, occasionally, Tiny. I'm sure you could come on stream, if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm definitely more short biased, I think. I make more money on the short side for sure. I'm definitely more confident in the short side in my trades. But yeah, we're up $43 on the day, so not bad. Green day. This will be like our 6th or 7th green day in a row too. So green day, $43 green on the day. Yesterday we made over 100, so we're doing well. SPY really breaking down though, so we're gonna kind of hang out and wait. PPSI getting ready to go parabolic. Let me see. INDO pulling back to the VWAP here. PPSI starting to ramp. but it's not even over highs of the day yet. We do see the U-shaped breakout pattern for PPSI, so I actually might buy a little bit of this. I do see a really strong U-shaped breakout for PPSI, but again, you know, it hasn't broken over highs yet. It needs to break over highs first. There's no fees for going short unless you have to specifically locate shorts, right? So if you got to locate shorts, you got to pay for the locates. But if it's ETB, which stands for easy to borrow, which most large caps like the SPY, Q, Apple, they're all ETB, so they don't cost anything to short. You know, it's zero fees to short those. All right, so we're in PPSI. If we start to break under VWAP, though, I just got to cut it. Yeah, we start to break under VWAP, we can get some big drops really quickly, and I don't feel like getting stuck in those. $30 shares short of the SPY, and it looks like we're gonna get immediately stopped out. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna get stopped out. $5 loss there on the SPY. Oh yeah, let me check what Twitter puts are. I forgot to check Twitter puts today. Let me check those real quick. All right, Twitter puts. Right now, you can get a Twitter put for. It's a little bit more expensive than before. About $460 for Twitter puts for a $36 strike price. I could probably buy June 24th is about, I can get one for $1.38. Oh, that's on the bid. I don't know what the ask price is going to be for that. I'll have to wait and look at it later. All right, SPY's starting to move back up here. Oh man, I just looked the other way. See, PPSI just broke down. We lost some money there, but it's all good. It's all good. Very green on the day already. INDO bouncing a little bit at the VWAP here. Yeah, here's Apple. Apple kind of breaking down anyway. You know. Nice. So we're in Apple. 75 shares, and I'm probably going to cut this pretty soon. Trying to give it time, but I don't know. Not going to hold it forever. Watching the SPY too. I think it's going to, I think the SPY is impacting it too. Still break even in Apple, short 75 shares. Not going to hold this forever, though. We're going to go ahead and cut that $10 loss. And right now, the SPY it's trending down, but we just got to wait for it, I think. It's not as easy to gauge, I guess. Watching the market, see what happens. Just kind of hanging out with the market. I watch the Q a little bit more. INDO still ramping up really big. So what was my best day? I would say it's about 3,000, if I remember correctly. Market's starting to flush. All right, we did take another position in Apple here. And so we are up nicely in this. We're going to kind of start. We made our money back in Apple. 50 shares left. Still running these breakdowns here. See if we get a firm breakdown, but we're mostly in a consolidation trend currently for Apple. So, starting to get a pop back now. So mostly break even here on this Apple trade. We got to wait for the SPY or the Q to turn around here. So yeah, we'll get out break even there. And if we look at like the Q's starting to move up, but maybe not time for a big rebound yet. Yeah, Chop City is kind of what it is. Market's starting to rebound here, guys. Anybody know how long crypto winter will last? I don't know, man. I don't think anybody really knows. It just depends. Simple. Depends on what's going on. Market's starting to come back, though. Oof. Kind of took a big loss here. $85 loss on the SPY. Brought us all the way back to red on the day. Took a swing, and, we're just getting stuck in the chop. But we are currently only down about $60 on the day. $66 to be exact. So, yesterday we made over 100. The day before that we made, I can't remember what we made. But this we've been on a pretty long green streak where we're green like 6 or 7 days in a row. And so it might be time for that green streak to end. I'm not going to force it too hard and try to win back my profit. So right now, once I'm down this much, I think, all right, so market's starting to come back. Like I said, we got to just wait for a good level, I think, at this point in time now, All right, so market's starting to come back. We got to just wait, I think, to be real. All right, market's starting to come back. Sorry, I'm working on some other stuff I got going on right now. Hold on. Oh, crap. All right, market's starting to reject that VWAP here. But again, I think the real question is, does it hold over VWAP? All right, so market kind of rejecting here. We might take one more short of the SPY. 25 shares. Let's see what we get. At what point will you switch to long on the SPY today? Over VWAP. We needed to break VWAP and hold. We took a swing, and like I said, we had a cushion on the day, so like taking a swing is justifiable there. But in order for us to pivot to a long bias, we would have to get a break over VWAP, a break of the opening range high, and then a continuation of that movement. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cover a piece. 10 shares. And the big thing when I have losing days like this is not to draw down my account. Losing days are inevitable. Like I said, we had 7 winning days in a row. We're down $50 on the day, which is very small relative to the gains that we've made this week and last week. And so the big thing on days like today, and the big thing for traders to truly understand is like, don't get frustrated. Like the one thing that truly improved my trading is when I stopped getting so frustrated from my losses. Like losing is inevitable. Like you're going to lose, and losing is inevitable. You're going to lose. But if you get really upset every time you do lose to where you double down and triple down on your losses. All right, we're going to add a little bit more here. As I say that, we're not doubling down on our losses. Like we got 20 shares here. So we're actually trading very small relative to what we've been trading earlier in the day. But if you double down on your losses and you have these huge drawdowns on losing days, you might win more. A lot of traders are really profitable. Like a lot of traders are truly profitable. They simply do not have the discipline to hold off on losing days. Right, and so we're gonna go ahead and cut a little bit more. We capitalize on that, and we are down like $55. And so, yeah, not a bad day to be honest. Here, we made some money, or we did make some money, but we didn't lose a ton, which is good. All right, so we're up in this still. We're gonna go ahead and cut that there too. Yeah, IMPP trying to make big moves here. At 50 cents, you know, it's going, it's running. All right, guys, so we're just hanging out. All right, guys, so SPY's starting to pop back a little bit here. Now, we'll see what happens. We're mostly just consolidating under the previous close. All right, guys, so we're hanging out. Y'all stick around. We are going to be doing a crypto show today, so be ready. We are going to be doing a crypto show. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, and we certainly appreciate it. Get ready for the crypto show, guys. And when I get to the crypto channel, remember, again, we're going to be using the redirect feature here. We're going to be using the redirect feature, and so you won't have to do anything. As soon as I end the stream, it'll bring you directly to the new crypto show. And so we're going to be talking about Luna today. We're going to be talking about a lot of these crazy moves that we've had, like what this means for Luna and Terra, plus more, why it happened, all that good stuff. And we're going to be covering it live on the crypto show. And so again, stick around. You don't have to go anywhere. As soon as I end the stream, it's going to immediately bring you to the crypto live stream. And you can keep talking stocks as well. I'll consider it a favor if you go hit that subscribe button on the crypto channel. And so currently we are down $56 on the day. So first losing day in 7 days. So it's our first losing day in 7 days. $55.63 on the day. Could be worse, to be honest. And yeah, I'm honestly very proud of myself for going on the green streak that I did to begin with. Yeah, we're going to be talking the Luna Coinbase stuff, all that good stuff. And the show is going to be starting within the next 3 minutes. So stick around. Market's starting to really break. Shorting a little bit more in Apple. A little bit more in Apple. Again, y'all hit that subscribe button. Again, when you go to the crypto channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Before we do that, y'all check out BitGet. BitGet is really dope because what BitGet allows you to do is trade crypto futures with leverage. And so if you want to check out BitGet, BitGet's really dope because it allows you to trade crypto futures with leverage. And so I can go long and short in cryptocurrencies. I can buy Bitcoin. I can short Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, I can get up to 125 times leverage. For ApeCoin, for instance, I can get up to like 50 times leverage. And you can trade crypto futures with leverage. They do allow US users as well on BitGet. And so if you've ever wanted to trade crypto futures, which means you can short, go long, no PDT rule, instant settlement, BitGet's your one-stop shop for it. You can also check out their copy trading section, which is where a lot of people are going to find value. They've got some profitable copy traders here. Now, of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money with any of these guys, but you can see here, if I scroll down here, I can see the copy traders that are making people the most money. This guy has made copy traders $112,000. This guy has made them $115K. He makes 8%, so you can be a copy trader yourself and earn 8% on what you make other people. So if you make everybody else $100K, you get $8,000 of that. And you can see they're earning money as copy traders and they're being copy traders yourself. But you can copy these guys trade for trade. If I go to follow here, remember, I can't guarantee you're going to make money with any of these. If I go to multiplier, I can say, hey, take 2-to-1 size. If he buys 1,000, I'll buy 2,000. Or I can go like 0.25. If he buys 1,000, I buy 250. That way. All right, so we just made a little bit more in Apple. That way I can protect myself. I could also give myself a stop loss and say, hey, if he loses 50% or whatever, get out, all that good stuff on BitGet. You can also just regularly invest in cryptocurrencies as well. So you can invest in ApeCoin or Shiba Inu or Dogecoin or XRP or Chainlink. All these altcoins you can find on BitGet as well. And again, they do allow US users. They currently have the King's Cup Global Invitational, which is a free trading competition as well. Market breaking down. SPY just broke down. Q broke down. Apple broke down. But yeah, you can join the King's Cup Global Invitational. Team battles, 100 Bitcoin prize pool. Individual battles, 100 Bitcoin prize pool. And I'll post this link. You can check them out. Depositing is super easy. You can use Visa, Google, MasterCard, Apple Pay, all that good stuff. And I'll post this link here. Great way to help support your boy. And they are a sponsor of our video, so a great way to help support the channel as a whole as well. There's the link. Check them out. They are a sponsor of our video. And so, of course, we're biased in their favor. But again, great way to help support the channel. The SPY just broke down big here, guys. So the SPY just broke down big. We're going to go ahead and start our crypto show. And so, yeah, good luck, guys. Love you all. Check out Benzinga as well. Benzinga, you can find a lot of these big moving stuff without needing anything else. Benzinga, best news source in the game. Here's the link. No, I'm not a copy trader myself. I'm not that great at crypto trading, to be honest. But yeah, let's go ahead and start our show. Good luck. And yeah, stick around, guys. As soon as I close the stream, it'll bring you straight to the crypto stream as well. And so, yeah, guys, stick around. We're going to the crypto show now. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Check out Benzinga. And yeah, good luck. We'll see you guys later. All right, guys. So let me know how you doing. The market just kind of crashed down a little bit. The market just crashed down. Let me end the stream. Make sure the redirect is set up. I'm pretty sure it is. It should be. Nice. Okay. Yeah, guys. So we'll see you over at the crypto channel. Stick around. You don't have to go anywhere. Just stick around.